Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Data Resistance Squad Scar. Season 1, Episode 18, Off to Meet the High King. This is one of our Digimon campaigns. It's soon to be not the only one, but it is currently the only one. And it is run using our custom SCAR system, or Stories and Creatures in Alternate Realities. This is a playtest system, an open playtest, so if you would like to test it out, it's available on our Discord. But, for now, let's go ahead and begin with introductions, beginning with Kerr. Oh, also, we've got Whiskers here, who is also doing art. You'll see that in just a couple minutes when the pre-roll thing is done. But yeah, go ahead, Kerr.
Hello, everyone, my sweet and beautiful viewers. How I love you so much. It's so delightful to see you, everyone who is ready for more happy, fun times here on Data Resistance Squad. I am Kerr. I am the Storyteller. I am here to bring you guys all just joy and happiness and fun. And, I want to inspire our artists with art. I want to inspire my players to want to make their characters the best they can. And I want to inspire you, our dear viewers, with the sheer pain and suffering and misery that all of our players go through and have to experience. Hey everyone, thanks for coming. I hope you have fun today.
And fan art has been dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to that in a moment.
Lol.
Oh. Hold off on sharing that, Raijin, at least until the intros are done.
I mean, okay, you know what? At least they did wait until we're recording, so...
Yeah, that's fair, but...
That's great, that's great.
Here, I'll set it so that when the video is, the character art is done scrolling through, it'll come up. Anyways, Magna, go for the intro.
Hi everyone, I'm Bryan. I play the lovable Dracomon X, also known as the traitor of the group, Magna. He is a fire shadow type, and oh my god, hopefully redemption arc soon, who knows. And I love the fan art.
Charles.
That's me. Don't wear it out. Yeah, my name's Gartholomew, and I'm going to play the lovable little Rainamon, Charles Madoff. He's a wind basic type, and he's here to call about your car's extended warranty.
Hello, I'm Drunk Dragonera for my own channel, which I'm not plugging right now because I'm lazy, but I am playing the Gilmon Jace Shadow Mythic type. And I might be a little sick, so excuse me if I'm quiet.
It's okay, you are a baby.
Everyone, do make sure you go over to twitch.tv/drunk_dragon_era. That is where you can find Era, the player of Jace. That is twitch.tv/drunk_dragon_era. You can also find him on YouTube under the same name. So do go check out Era over at twitch.tv/drunk_dragon_era.
Underscore. Hey, we're Katie.
Anyways,
Candy.
I am Razim, and I am playing as Asher, the Labramon, the overlord of evil, god of death, and he's an astral light type Labramon.
Mahaha.
It's your turn, Ragon, from the channel Ragon Plays.
Oh, I see.
That you all should also go check out. That is twitch.tv/RygonPlays. to go see Rygon at the channel, Rygon Plays.
I don't know. I'm not one of the cool kids, though. I don't have underscores. Anyway, my name is Rygon from the channel Rygon Plays. I am playing Specter the Gamamon. He is a mythic metal. Was it steel? I was
Metal.
Metal.
It's metal. Mythic metal.
Mythic metal type. He carries around with him a knife. Probably more than one knife, but he won't let you know that. And apparently he's taken on a little bit of a leadership role in the group. We'll see if that lasts.
All right. Hello, I am Teldirius, and I will be playing Riv, the Mythic Earth type Vorvamon. He is also currently dealing with a Vortigern inside of his head, who is a great calamity and is currently very confused and yelling.
Yeah. Just like Grandpa.
It isn't like Vortigern to be forgetful.
I'm gonna go get my soup.
Last but not least, Brioche.
I am Tochemay, and I am playing Brioche, the Burgermon, basic type.
All right, and we will turn it over to... Well, I was thinking of turning it over to Rygon for the recap, but he just stepped away, which was probably his plan to avoid having to do the recap. However, we will just sit here and wait for his return in order to have him regale us with the recap.
Show the art while we're waiting.
Yes, the art is coming.
Raijin with the quick snap on the art there.
Yeah, no, he's crazy.
Oh my
face.
god, Whiskers.
Oh, no,
we
it
can't
is-
even see what Whisker's doing.
I will bring that up shortly.
Meh?
What is Whiskers doing? I wonder, actually.
Whiskers will be up on screen in a moment.
Whiskers is doing art.
Whiskers
As
is
usual.
doing art. It'll be brought
Whiskers,
up shortly.
excellent artist. You should get more art from Whiskers, like me. But you can't have any. They're all mine.
Splendid offering.
Raharu, thank you so much.
95 tipped $50.
____.
Thank you so
No
much
take
for
away,
that
though.
tip, Raharu. That is the first 3 tiers of the tip goal completed already.
Let's go.
Whoop whoop, let's go.
So many
All right,
underscores.
so there is the fan art from Raijin of Specter and his new pet.
The knife is in case they die and I have to make a quick escape.
He's very
And then-
menacing with the.
And then for Whiskers,
I don't see it yet. I'm just waiting for it to load. Oh my god.
Huh? Oh, it's me.
What are the red things? I'm
not
Hey,
certain. I'm
tomatoes?
guessing. Oh, tomatoes. Yes.
Yeah, because you throw
Oh, okay.
typically rotten tomatoes at people in stockades.
I love it. Oh, he
What's
wrote on.
Megan's?
Okay, he's drawing more for it. Okay, here we go.
Oh my god.
Oh
No.
boy.
Except Whiskers, they should be potatoes because Magna hates potatoes.
Yes,
Right.
the
But they are
potatoes.
even more.
Oh, that
It's
reminds
Yeah.
me. Hey, Brioche, I got a question for you. Did Magna happen to give you a serious death laser, a space laser, recently?
I thought we went over this. Goose stole it for some reason.
Yeah, but you lied to me.
I
See,
thought I gave it to Brioche. No, Goose stole it somehow. I'm sorry. I don't control the goose. The goose is demonic. Hence the nickname. That's username.
Somebody asked me what Magna tasted like. By the way, he tastes like potatoes.
God fucking damn it! And I hate potatoes. Why do I taste like potatoes? Ah.
Because you're
That's-
tubular.
It was the goose.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess tell your twin Bryan that he got some fan art tonight.
Yes.
Oh, you want to know
Yeah.
the funny thing? I have to call them back when I'm driving back to the room. I'll tell them then.
Goose is now canon to the Data Resistance Squad lore.
Yes.
Fuck. He's never gonna hear it down. He's never gonna let it down. Let me just tell him. Gotta watch episode 18 when it comes out.
So Specter was doing the recap tonight, right?
Yes, go for it.
I did it last time.
Oh, right. I guess you did.
And if you dare try to make me do it, I'm not going to remember a thing, so I'm just going to make up my own story.
Oh no.
Okay, part of me wants to hear what you come up with.
Yeah, come up with
Same.
something.
All right. So, once upon a time, in a land far, far away, farther from here, it turns out that Riv is actually a demon. I know,
Oh.
surprises everyone. Shock faces. Charles especially was super shocked. Charles and their boyfriend, I think they're called like God, what was it? The Queen of Hearts. They they came on down. It's a very nice wedding, by the way. Brioche, lovely flower girl. We're having a big wedding for Charles. Magna here, though, decides that they want to pull a very sneaky scheme. They're going to steal the wedding cake for themselves, as Magna is often to do. They claim that they were going to use it to help feed the poor, but we all know Magna. Sure, however, is quickly on the trail. Detective Asher sniffs out the crumbs and finds out that Magna had actually stashed it away inside of a nuclear bomb. Don't ask me how. Jace quickly defuses the bomb, and thus the wedding is saved, and Brioche was very lovely in their dress. Riv existed.
Riv kind of entered the Phantom Zone for a bit, so he couldn't really do much except roll Constitution saves. It was kind of, yeah, I don't know about that one.
I mean, hey, look, you know, when you're a demon, you sometimes gotta take the lows with the highs.
Yeah. When they said you may kiss the bride, though, for some reason Charles started like orienting towards Riv, so we had to kind of get them back on track.
He went for the random.
I think it was for the marketability of a scandal.
That's it.
You gotta please those Riv X Charles shippers, you know. Gotta sell those body pillows and posters.
Storytelling
do
10 out of
this.
10? Yes.
We should do this every week.
Just make something up
Yes.
at the beginning of every session and not actually explain anything.
I am good with this.
So am I.
Oh,
so, Kurt, where are we
However-
starting?
No, however, we will do a proper recap.
Yes.
Go for it, Riv.
I literally did the one for Last Hope.
All right.
Going.
I did the one for last game.
Get
Go
going.
ahead, Jace.
We're just gonna go around the table here. Well, I'm kidding. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Well, we start off the adventure with Specter going around the house doing research with Riv after telling we're gonna not mention them at all, actually, because they make me very uncomfortable. That a certain Magna was not allowed to leave the house and should be locked in his room. Well, they couldn't lock him in his room, but they could let him know when he left. Jace and Asher showed back up home along with Ash, because that's how he's going to trip me up now. And it turns out Jace might have eaten a very special type of mushroom out in the woods, thinking it was completely safe, and is now hearing the floor and ceiling talk to him and having a little bit of a rough trip.
Asher
Well-
called it. Green equals poison.
Deal with that later. Green equals poison. Asher did properly diagnose what was going on with Jace and then proceeded to inoculate him so that way he'd go to sleep while Magna was trying to, intervene, which Asher did not allow. If I remember correctly, afterwards, Specter ended up doing more research, and Riv went out back to train, and they ended up discussing what the research was that Specter had found while in the library. Ed had worked so hard that he forced himself to digivolve.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's like, he did so much research, he evolved.
After a little adorable teacher-student moment, they were actually discussing the option of possibly going and looking for some of Riv's data collection thingamadoodles that I don't remember the name of right now because brain don't work right. Yes. Jace did eventually wake up. Specter decided to leave the house at some point, and I don't remember where he was going, but he ran into one of the knights.
That
Hey.
was Ball.
Yes, he ran into Ball and had a short discussion
God of
where
murder.
where after the discussion they talked about meeting up with the king, and everybody went their way. I believe also he invited Ball to join us when we show the potato sculptures to Holru,
Yes.
and he
Yes, did.
accepted.
It was more than
Yep.
potato sculptures. It was a whole food bonanza.
Except for the bread. The bread's going to be gone. Not Jace's fault this time. Jace
And the
did
carbs go wild.
come to it about the time that everybody was about to leave. Asher served Jace a wonderful dinner. He tried so hard. It's okay. He did his best. Brioche did not get to the dinner before Asher brought it out, so it didn't end up in the trash bin immediately. As we were about to head out, Brioche mentioned that maybe we should go to that ancient, crypt that we went into before. And we went, where we saw the history of the world, part 82? Season 3. Decent episode, it was okay. More or less, it turns out that at one point in time, the world was a lot more bigger and populated, but some weird leakage happened where things were coming in, and the weapons we used to defeat them unfortunately poisoned our planet. And, when our savior came down, apparently the Digimon from yesteryear decided to instead murder him and make him the core of the island. And now they murder each other to make things. Yep, fantastic stuffs right there. Well, we were kind of, just down there, about ready to leave, when, the other knight showed up and is like, "You're meeting the king now." So guess what we're doing? We're meeting the king now.
Why not?
Yes, apparently Riv has more family here. Don't question it.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but I gotta go do the drive.
All right.
Drive
Okay.
safe.
All right, bye
Catch you later.
bye.
Drive.
Put the harness on. Put the harness on. Get him now. Get him now.
Yes, more or less, God is dead and our ancestors killed them. Or killed him.
Hey, all that Spectre got out of this whole thing is that he does not want to be a lamp.
That is fair, honestly.
I mean, this whole island is some like Ed Gein kind of stuff.
I am
Hey,
not
Spectre
familiar
would make
with
a great
this.
Or Damien
Um,
Hirst.
He was a grave robber that used people to make furniture.
He was also a serial killer and he lived over in Wisconsin.
Yeah. So that's why I say Ed Gein. He made people into lamps. Spectre does not wish to be a lamp.
And a couch. He was also a cannibal.
Hey,
You all can
hey,
look that stuff up on your own time. I'm gonna play the game.
everything is fine. Everything is fine.
We watched a guy become a tree.
I mean, so it's fine. Asher doesn't have any trauma, right?
Hey, when
You
that
mean
guy stops
aside
being
from
a
all of
tree,
Ash's trauma?
you know when that guy stops being a tree, does that mean he's a tree int? Meh.
Ow.
Pat's the
Yes.
Specter.
Yes.
All right.
Critical
So-
damage.
Anything else anyone wants to add?
Jace, you forgot when Domino made Charles dress up in a crop top and thigh highs. You forgot that part. Just thought I'd mention it.
Mhm.
And
Oh, I blanked it out of my memory. It is back.
even though we're meeting the king, we can't actually meet the king.
Oh yes, it's yet another shadowy figure that we're going to be expected to bow to.
Yep.
Spectre ain't
And
bound to no one.
Neither
It's
am
too
I.
short.
okay.
I'm in a mood tonight. This is what you all get to deal with.
That's fair. All right. I guess how's it starting off, Kerr?
I was just grabbing my din real quick. I get some Uno sandwiches.
Something other than chicken nuggets.
Yes. I don't always eat chicken nuggets.
Sometimes French fries. Yeah.
I had fried rice and actual green things in it for breakfast today.
Do you know their names?
Not sure
Let
off
us
the top of my
tell
head.
you.
Kerr,
Rocks falls, Specter gets crushed. What?
Oh,
just
Bye,
because
everyone.
the jelly beans are green does not mean that they're healthy for you.
They were not jelly beans. They were actually like it was like peas and carrots. I know those were in there.
Kerr, if your carrots are green, they need to be thrown out.
They were orange carrots and green peas. All right. Who is ready for happy fun times?
I am.
I am.
It's okay, you've got Asher on your side about the no greens. Green equals poison.
Green is totally poisoned. Asher's 100% right. Also, for anyone who's on the server, I wrote a little short story again. So if you want to take a look at that, it's in the tabletop spoilers. I just thought I would give a shout out to that.
Yay.
Rygon, why don't you read it this time?
Read what? Oh, the short story.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be a surprise because I didn't even read it.
Your turn.
All right, give me a second. Let me find it. Tabletop spoilers, wasn't it? I got to scroll up. I got to scroll past all of Rex's gushing. He really enjoyed the Drunk Spectre, apparently. All right, let's see.
There you
There's
go,
minor
Kim.
minor inspiration depression thing, right?
Yes.
Oh, that wasn't part of the story. All right. Get into the town. Hurry, they're coming. Get into the town now. The Gulu's Gamamon whirled around, black fire dancing along his hands as he slammed them into the earth. Great pillars of fire arcing up and blocking off the X that were trying to get to the refugees. But his body heaved. He was exhausted, physically, mentally, emotionally. So much pain, so much loss. He was fighting an impossible battle against an implacable foe. He looked up slowly at the great towering beast that blotted out the sky. Its golden form rippled like molten metal as hundreds of smaller beings filled the plains before this small mountain village. Everything was chaos. The Magus had pulled out and abandoned everyone not under their direct command when that thing had shown up. He and his friends had tried to reach it, but he shuddered and shook his head, closing his eyes for only a brief moment before forcing them to open and look at the towering behemoth that slowly marched towards them. Everything behind it was a blasted, gray, lifeless wasteland. All data, all life deleted, leaving nothing but pristine blankness behind. He was going to die. That was all there was to it. He was going to die here, and he wasn't going to be able to save anyone. He wasn't going to be able to stop those traitors. He wasn't going to be able to fix everything, like they had talked about, like they all had sworn to do. The Gulu's Gamamon slowly looked up at his approaching death. And for a moment, he didn't stand on these war-torn hills. The pain and death surrounding him seemed to dissolve away. Instead, he was sitting in that little haven that he'd lost an eternity before, looking at the more adorable dragon Digimon poring over a few books as they laughed and talked. He'd been the first Digimon he'd ever met who'd been so kind, so gentle, so amazing and wonderful and sweet. He was an idiot, sure, and he always leapt before he looked, stuck his nose everywhere, and a dozen other things. But his heart had always been so filled with light, his smile so sweet and gentle, and his eyes filled with a compassion he'd never seen in all his life before they'd met. He shivered for a moment as tears bit at his eyes. He'd fallen so hard for him. He'd snuck off and bothered that Gilmon. He heard that he did music, that he knew had to write, and he'd ask him for help. He'd worked so hard, for days, weeks, trying to make the perfect song, to show how amazing he'd been to the little Gamamon, how much he looked up to him, how much he loved him. The vision of the past shattered, and he once more stood in that hell, staring at the creature that would be the digital world's doom. Almost unbidden, in a faint whisper, the words began to come out of his mouth. Can't go back to yesterday. I was a different person then. I've awakened. I am new. And this world is too. That beautiful Digimon had opened his eyes, showed him just what sort of Digimon he could have been, that he didn't have to be a monster like all the others. I will gather up the shreds of the past I've long forgot. They say you only live once, and it's true. Yeah. That cry escaped his mouth as his hands ignited in dark fire, and he thrusted them forward, the flames lashing out and devouring dozens and dozens of X, searing across the field even as a half-dozen of the larger X tracked him with their weapons, unleashing a hellstorm of attacks that sent the Gulu's Gamamon flying backwards, hitting the ground with a dull whimper, his whole body hurting. He stared up at the golden blue sky, reaching up with a claw weakly towards it, even as he whispered the words to the song that he'd made for the most amazing Digimon in the whole world. I once thought I was alone, in a flooded world gone dark, but if you could just accept who I am, and who I've been, and someday who I'll be, there may be hope. As he spoke those words, though, as each one escaped his jaws, he could see the laughing, smiling faces of the ones who'd left him behind, who'd made the ultimate sacrifice for a world that had not deserved it, who had not deserved them. But he had believed in him. He had cared about him. Maybe he had even loved him back. Dark flames danced and slowly surrounded the injured Digimon, flowing over his body like a cocoon, hiding him from sight. Before the flames abruptly changed, turning into digital lines and codes of data. Gulu's Gamamon, warp evolution. The digital egg shattered as thin lines of swirling darkness lashed out and cut all of the X around him into tiny bits of dissolving data. An almost noble knight-like Digimon slowly rose from the ground, spreading a pair of bat-like wings from his back. Attached to each of his arms was a whirring golden drill. Arcturusmon! His wings flared out before he leapt up, taking to the sky, dancing, ducking, and weaving around the X that owned the skies. His drills started to spin faster and faster and faster, a bright pink light slowly flowing down over the drills and condensing towards the tip with each second that ticked by. And almost without realizing it, he continued to sing the song he made for the person who had inspired him, who had shown him what Digimon could truly be, rather than what they were. Nothing known can stop me now. All along this crooked road, I have made a solemn vow. I will not give up. He blazed a searing path through the X, heading towards the one that controlled them. He pulled himself to a stop before it, hefting up both drills towards it and locking it onto his target. The gathered power started to glow, fueled by the power of his evolution and every ounce of his willpower. I will see my dreams come true. I will seize the day again. This is my only way. Until the end! The great beast let out a blinding golden beam towards him to wipe him from the sky, as the newly made Mega unleashed every ounce of power he'd gathered together. Dark confession! All that power he'd condensed to the tip of his drills blasted forward, swirling and spiraling together like the tip of a drill as they met the attack of the lead X head-on, and sheared through it. The great beast didn't even have a chance to react before that massive power struck it in what might have been a normal being's head. The energy seared into it, burning it, and slowly it began to spread like a disease. Everything it touched began to corrupt and corrode. The great beast letting out a great shriek as the Mega thrusted one of his drills towards it, and all of that power, all of that data, began to spiral up and into his body. For him, for all of them, he would fight. He would find a way to save the digital world himself, and he would stop those monsters himself, just like he'd been taught by the one and only love of his life. For him, he would shoulder any sin, any evil, to make his dream come true. And there you go.
Very nicely read.
Yeah, very well done.
Good job.
Yay!
That was a nice bedtime story. Good night, all.
Good night. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for joining the stream. Make sure to follow.
All right, Kerr, set the scene.
I mean, it was just Leon's little start of darkness and such.
Truly,
Don't
this
worry about
is
it. It's fine.
The dankest dungeon.
So,
Raharu95 tipped $5.
I earned $5.
Beautiful narration.
Rahar,
Yay!
thank you so much for that tip.
And thank you. Thank you for the compliment.
all right. So, you are currently being confronted by the glorious figure of the Cybergemon X. Vol, who is currently walking you guys. I'm assuming you guys were going with him when he said that you are invited to go and meet the High King.
No.
No.
I mean, Asher's got no reason to go see this guy.
Yeah, Specter, he's just gonna cross his arms and he's just gonna be like, why?
Because if you wish to accomplish any change or such to this world, one would wish to go through the High King, as well as... He pauses for a moment, kind of looking you guys over. You seem new here. It is usually more respectable to greet one's ruler in order to speak with them so that they may get to know you and the lands you hail from. He's being impeccably polite, though.
Yeah, I think we
Oh.
should go with them, guys.
I
You
don't
know.
know.
It seems like maybe not going isn't much of an option.
Well, that's all well and good, but I'm pretty sure that I'm a god, so... I think I outrank him.
I don't know. We've met plenty of individuals who claim that they're important people, and all they've ever really done is, well, Spectre like looks at the whole group, not kept up their niceties. While I'm
Like,
sure
you-
your
you-
High King is a good person, or at least a very powerful one, why would he want to have anything to do with us? Surely he's got more important things to do.
Yeah, I just kind of random strangers.
And yet you are able to find this location and enter it.
Turns out they had like a Ring doorbell in front of it.
We set off the motion
Mm-mm-mm.
sensors.
Do.
And it was
Oh,
Charles.
which one is that? Oh, wait, someone's actually there. Could you go and fetch them, please? I wish to speak with them.
Look, all we're doing is we're just trying to look for some little caches that were set up around. We kind of stumbled into this place, looked a little important, so honestly, we'll just be on our way. Like, we don't have to bother the High King. You can go about your business, and I'm sure in the fullness of time we'll meet with him. Especially after he starts seeing some of the art I'm trying to spread around.
The High King would wish to insist upon this invitation. He believes that for someone to be able to find this location and enter it so easily, it heralds signs for the future.
Oh, I know that song.
Hey, Riv. Hey, Riv.
Riv is still hiding behind people, but yeah.
Your head is currently you can't hear yourself think.
It's Vortigern being that, I assume.
You can't hear yourself think, and you can't really make sense of what he is saying either. It's so loud and like actually like worried.
Who would be near the back of the group?
I believe
Brioche.
Magna was near the back. Brioche and Charles were the ones near the back.
Yep. In
Yeah.
that case, obviously Magna's not there, and he isn't exactly going to ask Magna for advice right now because of that. So he's
Time to ask Charles for advice!
well, actually, no. He was about to start poking at Brioche because Brioche is shorter than Charles.
Honestly, I don't know which one is worse to ask.
I was
Charles
also
at least will
having-
just give you bad advice, probably probably stuff that will get you to lose all your money in the stock market. Brioche, on the other paw, might just give you the secrets to the universe and cause the end of everything as we know it.
It's
Forbidden
the
knowledge.
end of the world as
Well,
we
you can
know it.
you can always trust though with Charles. Like whatever advice you do, if you do the opposite, you'll probably be okay.
True, true.
Brioche is actually secretly the fourth calamity. I just spoiled the
True.
entire plot of the series.
True.
Oh, snap.
No, I'm still thinking that Magna is, to be honest. That's my current theory.
We'll see. Well, honestly, you might not be wrong. We'll see how that one plays out. Specter, he's just gonna look at everybody and just go. Obviously, I can't make a decision for everyone. I say we do a group vote. I don't want to see him. I don't think anything good will come of this. Even if he sends and he looks at the other Digimon, Baker, to come get us.
What about bread?
No, but seriously, Rib is like poking at Brioche like very insistently.
A miss! Not enough ale.
Brioche?
I guess.
What do you need, Riv?
Vortigern's yelling a lot. A lot. What should I do? He's kind of. Rib is kind of like, like, because he has like basically like little mini like claws on like the tips of the wing. He's currently like putting it over like the sides of his head a bit, but it like more of like a response, and it's obviously not exactly helping, but
Do you think you should let him be at the forefront so he can say what he wants?
Is that a good idea? I'll do it if you say so. I just don't. It's very.
Something wrong, Riv?
He's still not able to give you, let you have full control, per his word.
Yeah. By the way, as you look by, you can see that Rib is like obviously like kind of in distress and is like putting his wings around his head.
Oh, damn.
Are you okay? Do you have a headache?
He's yelling a lot.
Can you tell him? And Specter's not really sure what to do. He's just like, can you tell him to shut up? We're kind of in the middle of something here.
What's the problem?
What is he yelling about specifically?
Too loud.
So is that a yes or a no for following the stranger that just flew in?
I think we're hearing a no. I think we need to get Riv somewhere out of here and somewhere where we can help him.
Specter karate chops Riv. Knocked out.
But should I go ahead and like roll a like some form of integrity to try and like hear anything?
You can try, yeah, sure.
Basically, because like it's overwhelming, and which is why you can't hear anything. This will actually be like so we can at least hear what's being said. What attribute do you want?
Mind.
Alrighty. 1, 4, 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. You can actually make out a decent chunk. Basically, Vortigern's going more along the lines of, what is that? What is that? What is that? Why don't I remember such things? This is impossible. No, this can't be happening. What is going on? How do I not know anything here?
All right. Rib is going to realize something. He's gonna like kind of like look up at like the rest of them, like suddenly like really alarmed, and go, remember how I said I didn't have any memories from this period?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vortiger doesn't either, and that's us, I think.
What do you mean us?
Is it the time travel gobbledygook you're talking about? Or
It's like he's he's like me, but not me, and Vortiger's very loud.
I think we need to get out of this place first. Whether we go to meet this High King or not, we need to get out of here. And Specter, he's going to take Riv as best he can, kind of like putting a claw behind his back, and it's going to start helping to guide him out.
Vol will immediately move to assist you and help you guide you guys out of the place.
I'd appreciate it, but I think we can handle it ourselves. Just lead the way.
He will nod and begin to lead the way out. Riv, noticeably when Vorn was close to you, Vorgan is freaking the fuck out even harder.
Yeah. Vortigern is currently freaking the ever-loving fuck out.
It doesn't take too long, though, for you guys to make it back out into clear air in beautiful sky.
Data preserver doesn't know about this data.
Yes, he's freaking the fuck out. This is him, but he doesn't have any memories of it.
Which should be possible.
It should be physically impossible. He is literally a constant of the world and always has his memories. He doesn't have his memories.
Riv, just breathe right now. We're out of there. It's okay. Just breathe. Do we have anything we can give him?
Is still around? Like, is he still like
What'd you say there?
traveling with the group?
Yeah, he's right. He walked ahead of you. He's looking at you very worried, like not like, oh, he's going to blow up or anything. He's more looking at you like, oh, is there anything I can actually do to help him? Is he okay? Can I render aid at all? Like, he's looking at you like, I want to help, but I don't know exactly what I can do to help.
All right. Riv is going to realize something and look worriedly at like everyone else and goes, don't say the other me's name very loudly, as in like the one I have inside and is yelling, because and it might activate, and that would be bad.
I think it's best if we don't go with this fellow right now. We just go our own way.
I agree.
Meg off in the corner, just like rubbing his claws together as soon as you say "don't say" something.
Speaking of Magna,
Oh God, it hurts. It hurts.
Hey,
oh, wait, I'm okay. I'm fine. Huh?
Oh, it's him, the golden boy.
What did I miss?
Nothing. Definitely not something that you shouldn't say.
Oh, Kerr's cut in half again.
Oh God, not again.
why do we have the substitute in here again? Oh, okay, there we go.
Might be growing
Looks like-
sentient.
Who keeps moving it in?
I'm not doing anything.
Why is he cutting me in half?
It's not me, I swear.
I was gonna guess it's Zim just messing around.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure.
Murder me.
Zev is just like die. What was
Heroes
that
never
word?
die.
Helden sterben nicht.
My servants never die. Yes, welcome back, Magna. They just walked out of the tomb.
If you don't give me
Ash is
something
just kind
to
of
do,
clutching
I'll
his
have to amuse
staff very
myself,
tightly
and no one
as he
wants
kind
that.
of glancing around.
Jimmond says perfect.
Maybe it's not my place to say, but if the High King wants to talk to you, it's usually like, well, usually people go. They can be they're super fair, but they can be like really like firm, and they don't let the Digimon just like do what they want, because uh he kind of glances down. You've seen like how they can act if they're allowed to do whatever they want. So the High King has like rules and laws and such to make sure that they don't, just kind of butcher themselves or blow up entire cities or things like that.
Oh, we're not gonna do any of that.
Maybe we should. Okay, so maybe
If you want to like try to fix things or get help or stuff, there's no one in the digital world that can do more than they can.
FYI,
Usually.
Demon has said perfect. Also, everybody, you
Yep.
do get 5 extra XP from the rare candy that was played.
Same one as the beginning of the session?
Yes.
Alright, just wanted to check.
Somebody keep track of it. All that for me.
So as far as I know, we're gonna get an extra. We're gonna get 20 at the end of the episode.
20?
How much? Well, don't we get like? How much do we normally get at the end of each session?
5.
So we're getting 10.
Five.
Yeah.
What's the max everyone's at right now? Like the max of XP that we gained so far?
It's
175.
175.
Including this session, we will be at, I believe, 180.
Yes, after the session we'll be at 180.
I'll put
Including the
180
rare
down.
candy card.
Cool, thank you. I'll just have to do some research afterwards. Gotcha.
Listen, guys, I think maybe if at least half of us go, then at least we'll be doing something. I think this guy is no joke. just,
Look,
just don't want to
Charles,
insult.
if you really want to go meet this guy, then how about you do it? Just go ahead. You can take, and Specter looks right over Charles' shoulder, and Domino can go together. I have no intention of meeting with this High King. I don't think anything good is going to come of it. Nothing good has ever come of it, of meeting these kind of people.
Domino sweeps Charles off his feet.
Well, I think
Domino?
Domino's about to be, or Charles is about to be gone, so
Oh,
Just remember-
darlings, I'd be more than willing to let Charles go wherever he wishes.
Yeah.
Domino, there's only one place I could ever wish to be, and I'm in it right
I know,
now.
darling. Domino gives you a little smooch on the forehead.
Oh. I'm just saying, guys. I think maybe. I suppose I wouldn't mind going. It's just I don't think it'd be great if I did it alone.
my worry is that it's going to turn out like every other time that we've met somebody like this. I don't want to be expected to kneel before another ultra-powerful creature that, to be quite frank, I have no interest in kneeling again. What can they really... What are your expectations here, Charles?
Well, for one, if we do things amicably, we can appear on their side without necessarily, swearing any loyalties. As we just play nice, they might just let us go. Obviously, they just want to meet us. If they would have sent, I guess I don't know if they would have sent more if they needed us dead or something.
No, it's going to turn out exactly like this. Either nothing is going to happen, or we're going to have to do something we don't want to do.
And what it sounds like is that I'm hearing if we go with this plan, I'm not going to be allowed to actually see them, or I'm not allowed to say anything, which, given my track record, I'm fine with at this point.
And from our timeline, we know nothing about a king of the Digimon. So something happens to him.
Probably shouldn't have said that one out loud. Out of character.
Yeah.
Vol looks over
Look.
at you a little concerned, but doesn't say anything.
Look, I'll go with whatever this group wants. Like I said, it's not like I'm your guys' leader or anything like that. I can't make the decision for all of you. But we all either don't go or we all go together.
Agreed. Hey, look, I think I might have sobered up. Magna doesn't look like a potato sculpture anymore.
What are you talking about?
Jace got into the green stuff and got poisoned. I told you green equals poison.
Specter turns like a shade whiter. I just told the humans to go eat lettuce.
Lettuce has
poison?
No.
It was a green mushroom. They're fine eating lettuce.
There's two types of green mushrooms that grow out in the woods: the magic kind and the regular edible kind. Well, technically there's like 12 kinds, but we're not going to go into those details now. Just know that I ate the ones that make me floaty and made the floor talk to me for a while.
Jace.
I don't.
Jace.
Okay, I'm not
green equals poison.
Green does not have new canvas.
Specter, he just like puts his claws on his, like he pinches his forehead, like right on the bridge of his muzzle. Okay. I don't know if any of us right now are in any sensible state of mind to go be meeting a High King. Like, Riv is apparently having an issue. Charles, he just kind of like wiggles his claws in the direction of Domino. Jace, apparently I can't trust whether or not you're high right now, you said?
Oh,
and
in and out.
In and out. Okay. I vote no. I vote we do not see the High King. If it's really as important as it is, maybe he can come see us.
It'd be nice to for once have a leader stand in front of us and not hide behind shadows.
Well, I vote for.
Ash also kind of lifts his hand tentatively. Please don't hate me. I kind of vote for yes too. Please don't be upset.
Just picks up Ash.
I am against.
I am also against.
I'm against this one.
Looks like it's the against habit.
Spectre then turns over to, what was it, Vorvamir?
Vol.
Spectre then turns to Vol, crosses his arms once more and says, well, there you go. We're not going. I guess if you're going to smite us now, you might as well get it over with.
It was never my intention to smite, merely to carry a message. As he speaks, hey Asher.
Yes.
Behind you, a disc of water almost seems to form in the air, and a figure just comes walking out of it. They are clad in a black garb with beautiful white and blue just crest marks, and kind of you can see like gold seams beautiful white inlay for the designs, gold etchings, and like a beautiful just blue in some of the smaller parts of the outfit. It's very like long though. You can't really see a lot of their body. And they are wearing
Defrag.
Hang on. I haven't gone through everything. They are also wearing a crown with a veil. It's like a mourning veil. You can't really see like their full face. You can kind of see a little bit of it, but you can't really tell exactly like what kind of Digimon it is. And they are holding a very large spear-like staff. It's a very long staff, but the top of it is a spearhead with two curved blades coming off from the side that they're just kind of just walking with, almost like using as like a walking stick. And they just kind of walk out, snap their fingers as a throne appears behind them, and they sit down. Two other Digimon immediately coming out with a fan and a umbrella to shield them from the lights. We have heard
2 for
we have heard you, citizens.
defrag, refrag on accuracy.
Why?
Wait, are we doing overheat strategy as well? Here we go.
No, there's just somebody that popped up behind him. He is on edge. He is attacking.
Okay. That you
Rib
try
is
to
still
attack.
busy just holding his head at the back of the group, trying to stay out of Vol's line of sight.
When you try to, Asher, he just kind of reaches out his hand, catches it, kind of flicks his wrist, and tosses it up as it turns into starlight. Like literally like the stars of the sky kind of just flowing over him for a moment. It's very beautiful.
Fire blast?
We have heard that you do not wish to come visit us, and that if we wish to speak to you, we should come see you ourselves. Thus, we have deemed it fit for an audience. We give you our vow of safe passage, so long as you remain in our presence, and so long as you are in our presence, we shall strive to defend and protect you.
I'm guessing you're the High King.
We greet you, citizen.
All right, so spit it out. What do you want with us? We're just like I've told Vol here. We're just travelers from a long ways away. We simply come seeing the sights. We have no intention of causing any harm or any issues. Certainly not trying to break status quo. We're just here. We're nobodies.
But we are honored by your presence.
Pray,
well, some of us.
Pray wait, for we have seen the aid that you have offered our warrior Ball in his duties. Though you did not need nor likely intended assistance, you have protected our realm, and therefore you shall be recompensed accordingly. He waves a hand as the disc opens again, and a pair of Digimon come out carrying a chest, and they set it down. A reward for services rendered to our realm.
I could see you trembling over there, Charles.
That's just because Domino's holding very tightly.
I know, likey.
We've literally done nothing, though.
You have slain some of the fierce foes of our land, risking life and limb in order to do so against the creatures that are our bane.
The X? Or what you guys call the X? Those things were pathetic.
Jace goes, just to be clear, this is real right now?
Yes, Specter
Yes.
nods. Yes, Jace, this is real.
It's not the poison you ate.
I should probably inspect the treasure, make sure it's legitimate. Just a little quick glance. I'll just.
You have offered aid to our realm, and you have faced many a beast that would threaten with a mere touch our citizenry. Thus, it is due recompense that you be rewarded for what you did.
Jace is
Thus,
gonna
we have come to offer this reward.
Jace is gonna lean down and whisper in Asher's ear. Digimon immune to those things didn't exist until my previous life, Asher. Just heads up. Renew.
Oh.
Yes, to a normal Digimon of this era, just a little touch of those things would instantly kill them. For you guys, they weren't a big deal because, yeah, you could do whatever the fuck you wanted to them. You didn't have to worry about that.
I suppose you're not going to let us go then until we accept your gracious reward.
We do not wish to hold you here against your will. We simply wish to offer our gratitude and to offer whatever assistance we might champions of our realm. We have heard that you are travelers, and we are intrigued.
And who are we to reject such a kind and generous offer from a benevolent leader, huh? Oh, dear.
Okay, so for our reward, you should proclaim a proclamation warning everybody that green equals poison.
Green Asher.
No.
Asher.
Also,
Yeah, don't listen to him. He's just a kid. He doesn't know anything. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Specter, he also just sighs and he says, "Go ahead, Charles. Go do your thing."
Charles is going to leap toward the chest and open it and begin digging through.
Yeah,
The chest is a mimic.
Charles, please roll integrity. Mind integrity, please.
I just imagine Charles trying to do the DuckTales thing and jump into the gold.
Oh my god, please no.
Charles, roll all the ones.
Charles has a 1 so far. It's just a 1.
I'm just going to
Roll
use my
one.
soul.
Roll a 1.
Gonna-
Well, I think we had a party reroll earlier.
I mean, we did, but I did get a 10 in that, so I mean that's pretty good.
Yeah, you're good. Charles, as you open that chest, there's the shine of so much gold and jewels that you have yet to see before in your entire life. And this chest is about the size of like Asher and Specter standing side by side.
So pretty small.
Well, we lost Charles. He's going to be laughing hysterically all night. Great.
He begins
It's
like
Specter kind of like winks over at Jace. Yeah, he'll be busy for a second.
Charles is like scooping up a small like handful of gold and letting it slip through his fingers, and then going back in to do it again. He's gonna keep doing that for a little bit.
Guys, I think Riv's acting a little weird, so I don't know what to...
We're not in a great position right now, buddy. Well,
Riv is holding out surprisingly well, though.
Hey, Riv.
Yep.
Fuck.
Vortigern's silent now.
Alright, it's basically gonna take of it because he's effectively been mentally flashbanged.
let's see. I got Ash. Jace is going to pick up Riv in the other arm. Then look down at Asher. Alright. I think I can handle all three.
I mean, if you need help, I can help.
Nah.
You think
You are tinier than Asher.
Yes.
I'm saying I can, like, if need be, I can pick up Riv, who's a little bit smaller than Magna. By,
No,
like, just 3 inches.
Riv- Not 3 inches, 5 inches.
It's
You're
okay,
3
Jace.
feet. He's only 2'7".
Jace has got this. Pro dad strats.
Ash is just like looking like, oh my god, 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 oh my god.
And then the
Ash,
thing we need to
Ash
worry
dot
about,
e. Oh, what was that?
the thing we need to worry about, mirror.
Ash.exe has stopped working.
This is why I kind of picked up Riv, so that way we don't have to worry about Mir getting seen.
Mm-hmm.
Magna's like moving over and it's like, if you need to, hide Mir in my bag.
Just shish. Pro dad strats. Picks up Asher as well. Pro dad strats.
No! Why? Let me go!
We're gonna take a quick moment to talk together as a group and consider your offer. Give us a moment.
They will nod.
Specter kind of like side shuffles and takes Jace with his armful of children off to the side, and everyone.
We get to keep the money, though,
what
yeah?
do we do? No, you're still at the chest. You're definitely still at the chest. There's no way we're getting you
It's
away from
everyone
that.
but Charles.
Okay, I get it. All right, see how it is.
No, I mean,
Charles
I'd
has
love for you to
slowly-
be here, but there's no way your character's here.
Charles has slowly sunk into the chest like a antlion, just sinking in, looking up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Do y'all want me to
What do
do
you-
anything?
what do you-
Or...
no, just a second. We're not taking any actions here. We're just talking. Jace, Asher, Brioche, Riv, Magna. Spectre looks over at Charles. Okay,
His little
ignoring
legs
him.
are kicking.
What do we do? Like, we could ask this guy literally to stop all the slaughter, and I don't know if he can, and if he can, is that really what we want to do? Like, what do we want here? We can't tell him about the core. And he makes sure to say that very quietly so that there's no way anyone else can hear it except for the group.
Yeah, we
I like
could
that.
ask for open passes to go where we want.
That too. That and also the whole stop the slaughter sounds really good.
Maybe
And
entering
the
the whole slavery.
Yeah, that too.
But, like, honestly, if that's something within his power, wouldn't he have already done that already? Or if he hasn't, I guess maybe he just doesn't care.
I don't know.
That might make more enemies than we need right now.
We probably don't need the enemies as much as it pains me to say that I hate everything about it, but maybe we could just ask for passes that say that we're serving him or something so that we can do whatever it is we need to do for this one, points at Ash.
I refuse to do anything that says I'm connected with him.
Wait, I have something real quickly. If we get the passes, though, we'll still have to interact with the people who are possibly in charge of the towns due to the fact being, if I'm inferring stuff right, where he needs to go, pointing at Magnus, pointing at Ash at this point.
Ash gives a little tiny cute wave.
Where he needs to go in each town could potentially be where the town leaders are. Like,
Very likely.
yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm suggesting getting passes, or I don't know. We don't have to necessarily say that we're his royal things, but maybe something that's just, I don't know.
All right, fine. We'll go for passes. I like that idea. The reason why I say I don't want to work for him or pretend that we're even working for him is because it sounds like he's got a lot of enemies and he can take care of them. We can't.
That is very true. Once again, yeah, the whole mushrooms thing, not thinking clearly.
Once again,
Yeah, your vision keeps drifting towards the floor. Jace, you got it
blinking at me.
Of course. Okay.
Again, I'm sorry to interrupt again, but his entrance reminded me of someone. That's what it was, Nemo, when I asked for his help when we were fighting, pointing at Riv, and it's like his alter form, I guess we could call it. He did the mirror as well. I mean,
Yeah,
sure, instead of mirror, it was a portal and everything, but still.
But surely multiple Digimon know how to do that.
That's magic.
Yeah,
That's just.
I
I
mean,
can't really do that kind of thing though. But I mean, like the High King can do like almost anything. That's why he's the High King, and normally he doesn't leave his palace because that's like his source of power that he's been gathering up from all the Digimon for a long, long time.
which makes me even more suspicious as to why he's even here talking to us at all.
yeah.
Unless, give me 1 second.
Riv is gonna like reach out and poke Magna a bit if he can. I don't know
What's
how
up?
close Magna's standing.
Magna jumps a little bit because he was in a train of thought. What's up?
Can I have headache medicine? He's finally quiet, but my head hurts.
Hey Riv, your head
Yeah.
no longer hurts.
Oh,
He's gonna like blink and go, "Oh, it stopped."
Dad
He's
hug
immediately gonna
powers.
start running analysis on himself to figure out what the fuck happened.
What was the description on the High King again?
So they are currently clad in it's a dominantly black outfit with a little bit of white, golden thread worked into the entire thing, and a lot of like cerulean, like dark sapphire blue.
yeah. Tutu, high heels.
We don't have a description of his face or anything, do we?
No, he's
You
wearing a
can
veil.
kind of see it. You can kind of see a little bit of his face. Like you can kind of see like a bit of a muzzle and fur and such, but you can't really see that much underneath like the mourning veil that he is wearing attached to his crown.
Does like the way he is standing, his posture, how he carries himself, does he remind us of anybody or anything? Like, is that something I could roll for?
I'm trying to think. You can try to roll. I think that would be an insight roll. You can try to roll there.
Let me see.
Probably
Mind.
gonna join on this.
I'll just do mind. I don't know. Instinct. Insight. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4.
I would like to help with the insight. I'll give you an extra dot, I guess.
Sure.
I will also assist with teamwork. 2 dots.
So that means I roll another 2 dice then?
3.
3 dice?
4.
Okay, I'll roll.
So
also
the
gonna help
assist,
on this.
only so the way the assist thing works is that only one person can help in each way. So like one person can help with the skill part and another can help with teamwork.
Yep.
So just 3 dice then?
Yep.
Okay. Reasonably.
That's a 4.
Okay. So what exactly are you going to be looking for, Specter?
Just anything that seems familiar, like as if he like the way he's holding himself, the little bit of fur that I can see, the designs on the armor, like if there's anything about him that seems familiar in the slightest, like as if I've met him before. That's it. If I've never met this guy before in any way, shape, or form, then you can ignore it.
So, you can almost kind of get like the sense of like this imperiousness, this like wall of just like ice that you're kind of looking at. Like he's not cold to you guys. It's just like just kind of just like done with everything. It reminds you a lot about like how Nemo acted in the future. Though it's definitely not Nemo. Just like that sort of just like I am done with all this fucking shit kind of thing. But they do have that the noblesse oblige. They do not really show it. They are attending to their duties as best they possibly can. But really they don't have like that same sort of like hunger and disregard for other Digimon. Like the normal rulers, or even kind of Holru showed a little bit towards the end for you.
Yeah. Guys, he carries himself really well, but I think he's done. whatever's going on here, he's done. I don't think he wants his position, almost. Kind of reminds me a bit of Nemo. But it's not Nemo.
I mean, to be
Everyone
honest,
looks at Ash at that.
Wait. Because when Nemo gave up, Asher was technically supposed to take his spot, which means if Ash isn't who we're thinking he is,
I think I see where you're going down, and I feel like that's a dangerous thought. Let's do it when we're not in such a vulnerable position. But I don't disagree.
yeah.
All right. Ask for passes, everyone.
Yeah, sounds good.
sounds like the
Alright.
safest route.
I'll leave it to someone else. I'm not doing this.
Brioche, can you go grab Charles? I think he's starting to suffocate in the gold.
Okay.
What should I roll for Riv trying to like diagnosis himself?
Medicine.
Medicine. Cool. Medicine. That would be any modifiers or
-2.
Can I possibly help with my +5 in medicine?
you can do assist, but
I shall assist with my +5 in medicine.
to be fair, he did actually just ask you for help, so.
Yeah.
So, substituting Magna's medicine, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 11, down to 9, so another 90-10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go.
It looks like whatever. Jesus fuck. I meant for this to be a very hard roll. That's why I give you a -2.
Yeah, well, okay, look, all I need to say is that one of the reasons that I'm just headcanon this is that Riv has basically been internally obsessing over data integrity, and things just happen to him that he has no clue what the fuck is going on with, so he's like freaking out going through like all of his data in like a mad checkup.
Riv,
And Magna's
it
dead.
looks like Vortigern's data was just paused and stopped.
Okay, so that answers that question. What's going on with the fact that he had a headache and is now gone?
It looks like his data was reformatted in order to fix and regenerate any damage that was done to him. And it was literally done so quickly and instantly that Riv wouldn't have even noticed it being done.
Other than the fact that he kind of did.
Well, post, like, you know, in post, not as it was happening. Alright, I guess... fuck, okay. First time I'm doing this. Alright, well, I was looking for low. Oh, hey, doubles. Let's go. Yeah, Riv is basically going to start putting up so many fucking, like, data locks and walls around himself if he can.
Okay, yep.
He is absolutely freaking the fuck out, because to Riv, this sort of thing happening is indicative that his data might not be secure, and if his data isn't secure, and especially if something is affecting Vortigern, even if it's in a positive or negative way, that is fucking dangerous, and he isn't going to play around with that. So he doesn't care if it's going to result in him basically shutting down effectively for a bit. He is doing this.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically DEFCON levels for Riv to himself right now.
I'm just imagining Riv just kind of starting to rock back and forth, looking, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
I'm more thinking, like, basically, like, discovering what's happened, like, sharing it with Magna, and then, like, basically freezing and seizing up. As he's
Specter
like
is
putting up walls and walls and walls and walls and walls.
Specter. He is side eyeing Riv, who just suddenly seems like he's just bristled up, and he continues kind of like looking at him, concerned, even as he's talking to the High King. We have decided if it's at all possible, to maybe have some passes to travel through your land unmolested. That way we can just get to our business as we need to, and we do not have to worry about any, small snags. I realize that that might be a lot to ask, but it is all that we can come up with as an answer to your incredible generosity.
The figure seems to consider it for a moment. We judge your request to be fair, and we shall grant it. You will have leave to enter all land as our royal guests.
I very much appreciate it. We very much appreciate it. And Spectre looks at Riv again. And I guess with that business concluded, we will get out of your hair. I'm sure you are a very busy Digimon who has many, many things to do.
Pray, halt one moment. We wish to field a question if you would humor our curiosity.
Spectre gets guarded. What do you mean? What's your question?
We are simply intrigued by this one, as he waves a hand to Asher.
Chase kind of slides in front of Asher.
What, our dog?
Asher looks at Specter he is offended.
Wait, I just want to point
Spectre
out,
Spectre is literally giving Asher a please just follow along with me
I
kind
just
of
wanna
look.
point out-
He's not saying anything, but he is still looking at you offended.
I'm confused.
It
for
just
like
he can't even talk. There's nothing that you can really anything that comes out of him is just it's just garbled. We keep him with us simply because it would be crueler to leave him loose off in the wild. I don't see how he can be of any use to you at all, High King.
Jace is listening to urge to facepalm right now.
We simply wish to field this question to you, small one. What would you do for this world?
Spectre is just please, just bark, just bark, just bark.
Arf?
As I said, he is unintelligible. I don't think you'll be able to get much out of him. Whoever you might think he is, I believe you might be mistaken.
The king raises a hand as it begins to rain stars gently down upon Asher. And for you, Asher, this feels warm, and you begin to feel like you almost have... It's almost like memories of being back in your egg, feeling safe and warm and protected and happy.
Whiskers, you take me out of there. I'm trying to protect Asher. I will take my commission back.
I will get a commission of that.
Magna, you can roll medicine if you'd like.
So I'm going to point out you should not have said that, because here we go.
The only reason Asher can't right now is because he's specifically going through it and can kind of tell.
Mind forceful of medicine. Here we go. 10 dice. Let's see if the dice gods love Magna.
Also, I just feel the need to state that I'm just imagining that throughout all of this, ever since he started putting up walls, it's basically just been Riv there with, like, the little, like dash circle, like, loading thing going on.
Oh, I'm just imagining we are slowly getting a dial tone from him that gets louder and louder.
Well, no, because that means that data would be getting out, so that means that, obviously the lockdown wouldn't be that good.
I got a 5.
You want to use a point of...
Yes.
You want to use a point of soul to reroll that 1?
Yes.
Also, I'm just imagining Magna doing medicine forcefully is just him bitch slapping Asher out of it.
No, forceful means I'm literally just like getting on it. I'm just like,
what?
What?
Okay,
Oh,
let
my.
me.
Freezing.
Okay.
Here comes the needle.
Okay, re-rolling that 1 makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So, Magna, what you are looking at here, what you are watching is you are kind of just staring at it. Literally in the almost a split second, all of Asher's data is being defragged and refragged, and basically completely, it's not healing as you would sort of understand it. It's basically just sort of refreshing Asher to how his data should be, not how it was.
Can I insight this to see if it was linked with what happened with Riv?
Sure, yes, you can.
That is a 7 dice. Let's go.
Also,
So
as
to
a
be
note,
clear, this guy's-
getting information like that about circumstances is more investigation, but yeah.
One, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Give me the info, Kerr.
This is the exact same sort of effect that was used to cure Riv's headache.
So
Except in this case, but for this case, for Asher, this is a much more in-depth sort of reconstruction, even though it is basically happening faster than one would actually see or anything. Like, to everyone else, it's literally just looks like little stars are falling on Asher, and Asher feels very warm, safe, and happy. And better than he probably has in a very long time, honestly.
Though to be clear for the rest of us, the king just randomly did something to my son.
Though it did not seem hostile or anything.
We don't know what's going on. It could be hostile.
Oi, oi,
What was
oi,
wait,
oi, oi.
Jace,
No.
wait, I can explain. I can explain. Please wait.
Asher,
he
are
can
you
explain.
okay? Bark for me if you are.
Well,
Grr.
Specter. He is potentially getting his memories back because the Soul King, technically, in like kind of almost like in the instant, destroyed and restored the
He did.
He's giving Asher his memories back, essentially. So if you don't know, we might be screwed. I don't know.
For you, Asher, basically you just feel a lot better and nicer now.
Why do people keep on doing things to my kids without just asking?
Because they're powerful.
Yeah.
Are
of
we past the
course.
15-minute mark?
Yes.
Jackasses.
So I just want to remind you, it takes me like 20-something minutes to drive back from work to here. So, yeah, we're definitely way past the 15-minute mark.
I don't know. I have time blindness.
You said that this Digimon was damaged. We have restored him.
I see. How are you feeling, Asher?
Arf.
I'm just imagining an utter deadpan look at Specter when Asher does that.
Yes.
You guys can all get the sense that the High King is like a very, very, very tiny smile is under that veil as he just watches Asher do that.
We might be fucked.
Don't worry, Riv doesn't know this.
Yeah, Riv's
I see you,
temporarily froze
Whiskers.
himself.
Here, I pulled up a picture of the High King on data resistance.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Put him in the maid outfit.
I love it. No maid outfits. No. I didn't agree to that. Did I agree to that? No, I did not.
Well, now you just did, so now you're gonna wear a maid outfit.
No!
Okay. So what now?
Can we go? I don't.
Yeah, I agree. Let's just
I
go.
don't. All right.
The High King will nod. We grant you leave from our presence.
Specter doesn't even look. He just his attention is split between Asher and Riv. Just he's not sure what just happened. All he knows is he tried to help Asher. Something happened. He tried to help Riv. Something happened, and now who knows? So he's just kind of trying to keep an eye on both of them as they walk away.
Once you guys are a little bit far away, Ash just kinds of bounce in Jace's arms. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Did you see him? He was just like, regal and mighty and like that was the freaking Digimon High King. That was the High King. Oh my god, like it was just so I can't even imagine being that strong. Like he just did stuff that was just like, wow.
Don't worry, you'll get there. Also, please never be that much of a jackass to just do things without asking somebody first for permission or consent. Kind of asshole-ish to do, even if you're being nice.
If we
Okay.
If
In the future, Nemo,
the
let's have a
future.
sneeze. God damn it. He's going to be so upset that I did this and I said I wasn't going to. I got to, though. Please forgive me.
And who was that directed to, Jace? I assume Ash.
Yes. Also, by the way, fan art.
What did Ash actually do? I must have missed that part.
You mean the future?
Yeah, I was thinking about that exact thing, right?
Yeah, same here.
I love
it.
Also, can we talk just really quickly about how consistent Riv's D100s have been? 44, 51, 59, 43.
I love
Pretty
it.
epic.
They're all within the same like 20 like bracket. Maybe this one will finally do it. He has.
So here's
Hey,
the fan
okay, finally
art
did.
from Raijin.
You all may make fun of the fact that Asher said ARF, but that ARF probably saved him from having the High King view him either as a, super ally or a super enemy.
Specter's getting a bite.
Yes.
Hey, finally rolled high enough. Riv is unfreezing himself for a little bit.
Well, Specter, he'll take the bite. He knows he didn't ask Asher for permission. He was literally trying to save him, so he'll take it.
Magna's
He won't
100%
complain.
waiting.
I
Charles is
appreciate
looking.
you trying to help me, but you didn't have to be that mean about it.
It was all I could think of on the top of my head in the moment. I knew that if you had answered his questions, it might not have turned out very well for you. You've already been kidnapped once. I do not want that to happen to you again.
I
Let's-
know.
I swear, if we didn't actually need his help, I might have done something stupid.
How much
that's
damage
why
does
I'm glad
Specter
that
take?
you. Oh,
What was that?
To who?
You.
I was saying, how much damage does Specter take? He'll take it.
It-
He's got no problem.
It just stung a little bit.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Are you actually going to try to hurt him?
Yeah, I'll take damage.
Probably only chip damage.
1.
You have an integrity of at least 1.
Let me check. Probably.
An integrity
where do I
score, physical integrity, PI.
EI, I got 4.
All right. You take chip damage. Take 1 damage.
All right, I'll take my damage.
All right. By the way, just out of game, Riv is not completely unburied himself. It's just more like he went from nothing at all to like slight delay approval only buffer.
So how are you doing right now, Riv?
Riv is currently still freaking the fuck out, but he figured that, like, you know, after a good little while of absolutely no entry for anything and complete stock of what was going on and what his data looked like, he could now move to approval only. And so he's actually working with, like, a couple seconds of delay.
Where is our HP?
It is still in the quick reference stats. It's CHP and MHP. CHP is current HP, MHP is max HP.
Okay, thank you.
Ooh,
Much
hi.
appreciated.
Riv, you're back. Yay.
Also, by the way, Magna, good job at not doing things.
I'm trying my best.
Hands you a piece of bread. Pat, pat. Here is
Specter-
Riv. Hold this.
Yay!
Yoink.
Specter, he's just gonna walk off alone, kind of like holding his slightly bleeding arm. So, oh, did anyone get Brioche? Did you get Charles?
Oh,
Is he
no.
still spitting out gold?
Was
Yeah, I
that
was
chest
able
still
to get
there?
it. I was able to pick up the chest.
Okay.
I just imagine it's just Charles limply hanging out of the chest, just his legs. And Brioche carrying the chest over his head.
It's just doing the like leg kick thing as Brioche is carrying it
Yep.
as he tries to work his way deeper.
I'm so sorry. I'm just laughing at the fact being it's like we potentially forgot about Charles. So it's like this whole king is just sitting there just looking at Charles. Like, do your friends actually care about you?
You will.
No, as your Spectre does not regret a single thing that he did there.
So, important thing is just that Riv is currently looking like extremely flighty and freaked the fuck out.
Riv,
And-
I see your back.
For the record, Asher isn't really angry. Like he said, he understands why, but it was still mean.
Yeah, that's why Spectre, he took the hit, but he doesn't regret at all what he did. That was like literally all he could think of.
All right. Ash, are you okay?
Yeah.
Good. Hold an ash. Puts an ash in your arms. Spectre, hold up. I'll be back.
He'll probably be answering some of Riv's questions if he has any. Who knows?
Who do you want? Do you want to deal with Riv Magna, or do we want Jace Specter first?
Jace
Go ahead
Specter.
and do J Spectre.
All right. Specter, he's just kind of like taking a little piece of cloth out of his pack, and he's just kind of like wrapping it around his arm. What?
All right.
What is it, Jace?
You all right?
My pride is hurt more.
Oh, that situation sucked. You're fine. Pats you on the back.
I didn't trust. Like, no matter, I don't think whatever answer whatever he wanted with Asher, I don't think it would have. I don't think it would have been good for Asher.
No, absolutely not. That's why I stepped in front of him. I was actually ready to just grab and run. Because honestly, I'm tired of talking to these people.
You and me both. I'm just sorry it came off so mean.
Oh, it's fine. Asher's a strong one. Anyways, you took the bite. Asher will forgive you.
It was the least I could do.
Meanwhile, Asher back there already having forgiven it and just playing on his dock.
It's like, God, what has Asher been nibbling on? His bite's stronger than the last time.
We've been practicing.
Well, keep it up. If he actually manages to pierce my skin, imagine what he could actually do to someone dangerous.
Hey, he wants to learn how to break bones. That's my job to teach him, right?
Yeah. Well, you're doing good. So what do you think was up with that whole deal? Why do you think a guy like him wanted to do anything with us? Much less Specter kind of like looks over Jace's shoulder where Charles is still buried, legs out, face into the chest of gold. Not moving, by the way.
No, his legs kick up every now and then.
Oh, okay. He's still alive.
He's alive, don't worry.
Much less give us that immense reward for honestly nothing.
Well, you gotta remember that it was in our last lives that this whole being immune to those things became a thing. It wasn't beforehand.
But that's like a you guys' thing, though. Like, I don't have those kind of memories.
Yes, but the reason why I mention is because in this time period, our kind don't exist where people are immune to those things. We are. Everybody else isn't.
Sure, but they don't know that. We're just traveler, and he like air quotes with his claws, travelers from a long place away.
Yeah, but imagine if travelers from a long place away were able to just defeat the strongest enemies that we couldn't without trying.
I guess I kind of see your point, but still,
there's obviously more.
He didn't have to come out in person. At least I think that was in person to meet with us.
It's hard to tell with these people. I know that my Leon goes whatever we're calling him now used to do all sorts of nonsense like that to me, where I thought he'd be there and he wasn't, or I didn't think he was there and he actually was. It messed with my head all the time. Look, there's obviously more to it. I think this might be a predecessor to Ash. I'm still angry
what do you mean?
Didn't you see the starry stuff?
Specter's eyes kind of like widen a little bit. Oh.
I've seen that nonsense starry bullshit before, and it's when Nemo decided to bring Ray back.
Question, was Specter actually there for that?
Yes.
Okay. I mean he seemed really familiar. Are you sure though?
No, I can't be until he removes the veil, and I'm done playing guessing games of who might be in the darkness not showing us their face. For all I know, he's more aware of us than we think, or...
Wasn't he super cool, though? Like, he did, like, all those...
Ash is left with Asher.
Yeah, Asher was with the other
group. Yes, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, we're kind of off on our own, as Specter is like finishing bandaging up his arm and giving it like a little one-handed tie.
You can still hear Ash from halfway across the area.
Jace is going to go ahead and tie it for Specter. One step at a time, Specter. We got this. Oh my god, apparently eating that mushrooms. I think I have PTSD.
What? From mushrooms?
No. I suddenly feel way better after coming down from that. That's not a good sign.
Specter, he's got no medical knowledge. He's confused. The real me has knowledge. The Specter doesn't.
Either rate, that's That's just an assumption. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. Who knows at this point? I've been jerked around so many times that I couldn't tell you the difference between right and wrong anymore anyway, so...
And Jace and Specter kind of takes on a bit more of a serious tone. You're literally pretty much like the only other person I can really trust in terms of being able to make a clear-headed decision. Do you think what we're doing right now is the correct way to go about it? Like, sure, we got out of this meeting with the High King in one piece, but you know, what if the next meeting it doesn't go quite that well? Like, are we doing the right thing right now?
I don't know anymore, honestly. I can't tell you. The only thing we can do is go with what we know, and the only thing we know right now is Ash, if we bring him to the places, might be able to get us back to our timeline, even if part of me doesn't want to go back to my timeline, or our timeline.
So, just continue heading towards the core then?
I know we got to stop at the buildings first for Ash. We got to stop at each city for him to do something.
All right.
But afterwards, I guess so. No. Don't know whether or not, I don't know who we can trust.
I don't trust anyone. Except you guys. But mostly because if you were going to, well, delete me, I guess you would have already done it by now.
Yeah, apparently deleting somebody is harder than I thought.
Yeah. Spectre looks over at Riv when you say that. All right. Well, I guess let's get back to our ride, and let's get on to the next city. We should probably stop back at the house first, though.
Yeah,
and he kind of like grinds the word house, almost like he doesn't like trust that word, the house, and maybe take a quick moment to rest and then head out.
Probably a good idea. It's kind of late. We all should take a night's rest. And even in that place is better than out here.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I think Asher bit a little bit deeper than I think he intended.
Oh, good. He is getting stronger. Oh no, he's getting stronger. Oh no, I'm gonna bleed.
You can already see, like, through the bandage, like little spots of blood are starting to like pop back up.
All right. Good to know the training's paying off. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we can discuss as a group where to go next. Do you know what we could use with that money, though?
What's that?
Better weapons, armor to protect ourselves. Stuff like that.
Honestly, I thought that's what this metal flower was for. Maybe combined, we can get something really good with these.
Yeah.
I know I could do with a new knife, but he kind of like waves his claw. His train of thought already going into areas he doesn't quite want to. He doesn't want to count his eggs. Anyway, ride first. We'll figure all that stuff out later.
Absolutely. So,
all right. Specter, he's just gonna nod at Jace and give a kind of a slight smile. Hey, Charles.
And Charles is gonna, like, for a quick second, his entire body is submerged in the treasure before his head pops out. He spits out a few coins.
Charles
Hey, be
slowly
careful moving
rises
up
from
there.
the pit of gold. I have been summoned.
Oh, this is the happiest moment of any of our lives.
Well, I'm afraid I got a bit of disappointing news then. I need your scouting to help find our ride around here.
Yeah, sure. Brioche, you'll watch the chest, yeah?
Yeah, and I'll make sure all the gold's taken out.
Oh, you kid, are you? Alright, well, just take a few handfuls for the road and begin shoveling handfuls of gold into his pockets before climbing out. Very slowly. He has to give the chest a little kiss goodbye, though, beforehand.
In the distance, you can almost hear Domino's voice. I'm not sure whether I should be jealous or not.
Jason's voice in response, "Oh, you absolutely should be. If he likes money as much as I like bread."
You can almost see a vision of a bolt of lightning smiting the chest and turning it into salt.
Oh my god.
But nothing could ever compare to the beauty of my darling boyfriend, of course.
The chest survives for now.
All right, enough games, Charles. Let's go ahead and find the ride. Sooner we can find it, the sooner we can get back home.
Yeah,
You
sure
guys,
thing.
hold the fort down real quick, okay? Should be right around, and Specter like points in a random direction there, and he just kind of starts walking in that direction.
Yeah, sure, alright, yeah. Begins following Specter.
It only takes a few minutes of wandering, walking in almost random directions to see the large dragon-like Digimon who's currently curled up, kind of napping as he was waiting for you guys.
I was just kind of setting the scene a little bit so that way Magna and Riz could have a couple moments.
Oh yes, go ahead.
Magna and Riz!
Riz. Are you putting on the Riz
The
there,
for
Riv?
shizzle.
Yeah, no.
Oh
For
god.
shizzle.
For shizzle, my
No.
Rizzle, my Riv?
Charles is
No.
gonna teach you about Riz, Riv. Gonna teach you that.
But
allowed.
Riv is obviously all that in a bag of chips.
That's how old I am.
Mhm.
I
You
know
put the
exactly what
lime
you're
in
talking
the
about.
coconut and mix it all up.
You put the
Go ahead, Magna, Riv, go ahead.
All right. Just to remind, like, I'm not gonna like play it out, but just a reminder that like throughout all this, Riv is on like a multi-second delay.
I don't know, I kind of want to see you do that.
Yes, I actually.
All right, sure, I'll
why?
do it out of popular demand.
Besides, it'll buy me time to roll up my new character for when Magna, unleashes Vortigern again.
Vortigern is frozen at this point. What am I gonna do?
And for
You'll
Unleash
find
him.
a way!
Here you go.
I hate that you're actually pointing out this is something I'd probably do.
Here's the way he
All I
rolls
can
his
think
character.
about, all I can think about is like that Jurassic Park. It's like, life finds a way.
Also, yes, we do have some new animated emotes.
Cool.
For those that didn't notice.
Riv, are you like sort of back? Because I think I saw you like move for a little bit.
I put it on approval only.
Do you want to know what happened? I guess.
I kind of figured it out, and that's why I'm so careful about it. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good.
What do you think happened?
Well, something affected my data without me noticing, and it completely froze Vortigern, and it completely reset me to a state where I didn't have a headache.
Ah, really? I know exactly who did it, if you want to know.
It can't happen again. It can't happen again. I won't let it happen again.
That's kind of hard concerning who did it.
Then I'll just stay off and it'll be fine, and they can't do it. it won't happen.
Normally, I'd be fine with this, but that's not a good thing right now, because we're probably gonna need you in a little bit. Because, well, everything's going kind of crazy, I'd say.
Well, then I'll just stay like this on approval only, and then I can still help when you need my help, but then it's a much lower risk.
Do you want to know who it was that did it?
It doesn't really matter who did it. It just matters that someone can do it, and it means it can be recreated, which means anyone could eventually learn how to do it. And that's not good. That's not good. It's not good.
You're right, it's not good. The problem being, though, the person who did it kind of gave us something as a return.
Nothing that they could have gave is anywhere near as worth as what they could do. In the opposite direction. I mean, I'm just it's not good. It's not good. It's not good.
The person who did it was the king, the one that we had to meet.
I don't care that it's the king. I care that someone can do it. Someone can affect Vortigern without me knowing, someone can mess with my data without me knowing, and even though it was used this time to turn him off, that means it could be used to turn him on. That's the problem. He could be turned on without me knowing and without me being able to react, so I'm just going to stay like this, and it'll be a lot safer.
I know you're scared, but the only way for us to be able to do anything or even be able to help you is if you kind of don't shut yourself in.
Then I'm just going to stay like this, and I'm just going to keep on the delay, and the moment I notice the data changes happening like they did before, I'll just blow up, and it'll be fine, and it can't affect me.
What happens to us if we're nearby you? What happens if you decide you need to blow up and we're right by you?
Oh, it only blows me up. It basically just implodes me, and it's fine.
Okay, what I was essentially trying to say was, what happens if the off chance you blow up and we don't have a way of being able to do something without you? What happens then?
Well, if I'm blowing up, it means that something is trying to affect me or Vortigern like that, and if I do that, if that happens, it means that, you know, it could be really bad, and whatever situation you're in that starts that means it won't be worse off than Vortigern possibly getting activated in the middle of it as well. I'm not risking it.
I agree with you on that. We don't want to risk Vortigern actually saying hi, but the issue though is there's the potential he's on the same scale as Nemo. He's probably Nemo's predecessor or something like that. How are we supposed to...
I don't care who he is. The moment that I detect it happening, I've already seen it happen once. I can run more scans. The moment that I detect it happening, I'll just blow up so it can't.
He couldn't detect it happening before, so...
Yeah. I don't know what to say about that, just because you're scared because you weren't able to detect it. I'm scared because what could he do against us if there's nothing we can do against it?
I know I couldn't detect it in the moment, but that's why I'm like this now. I'll just be on this delay, and I check all the data coming in, and the moment it begins to affect me like that again, and I notice the change happening, I'll still be able to go critical, and it'll be fine, and it won't be able to drag out Vortigern in time.
Are we in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation?
Is Jace nearby yet?
You guys would be coming at this point.
No matter what situation we're in, I can't risk Vortigern getting dragged out like that. Especially in a time period like this where he's stronger because he's had 1,000 more years to grow. And if someone drags him out and lets him loose, I don't know who can stop him in this time period. It can't happen. I won't let it happen.
There is the possibility of me being able to tell you that we could handle Vortigern again.
You might be able to, but then there's the next time, and the next time, and the next time, and the thing about it's inevitable. You can't always stop him like that. He'll eventually win, so I just can't let him come out, and it'll... I just can't let him come... It won't... I won't.
Storm, earth,
God,
and
you
fire.
remind me
Heed my
so
call.
much like myself back a little while ago.
The storm has been called.
Ooh.
A very gentle rain has begun to fall. It's very warm and nice.
There's
think
a
you're fine
scream
with
from
yours.
Asher.
It burns.
Asher?
No. His dock.
Oh no.
So, as it begins
He
to
is
rain,
very quickly putting it away.
Ash flicks his staff out, and the water and the rain begins to dance and weave following it.
Okay.
And he just begins to draw it into like a long, like almost serpent's tail, like like the paint from a brush.
Okay,
I
I
mean,
don't have to worry about Asher stuff.
Considering that Riv and Magna didn't move into a different area, I'm just imagining him doing this with like the background of it being Riv and Magna's conversation.
Oh, so Riv and Magna are literally right there next to Asher?
They never moved.
Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. I
was-
would
it
have
was the
had a
other
few
two that
things to
moved.
say.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
say them.
it was the other two that moved.
I'm just gonna say that he was distracted with his game up until now, and now the rain has started, and he's put away his game. Now he's paying attention.
Ah, okay.
Improv.
Hey, couldn't you try to do? I don't know if it's possible, but couldn't you? Wait, this is very simple. There's this very simple thing, and I can't think of it. But couldn't you try to do a link or something involving Vortigern into a different person, a different Digimon as well? Like a failsafe?
I don't.
I don't think that would work. It's kind of I am the technically his shell. No one else can really be that.
Also, I don't think that we should be messing around with the calamity thing. Just my 2 cents. It could be disastrous. Speaking of, why are you talking to Riv?
Am I not allowed to talk to Riv?
No.
Last time you talked to him, we suddenly had giant ice thing.
What else do you suggest then, Asher? Because Riv's worried about accidentally having it come out because someone has the ability to potentially shut down the calamity from inside Riv. What do we do then?
I mean, if it's shut down, then why would it come out?
Riv's worried because, well, he's putting two and two together. If they have the ability to shut down the calamity, what's stopping them from pulling the calamity to the surface?
If they quieted the calamity, why would they want to?
I think the problem is,
teach
and
my
I
hamster
don't
to
know
suck
how
eggs.
far in the conversation you all are, but it sounds like Riv's consent was not had, and he feels violated, and he's worried that he will be violated in the same way again, just for different reasons. Which is understandable.
But the whole thing is that Riv's talking about self-destruct and then also wanting to stay like this, and it'll affect someone. It'll affect any Digimon if they treat themselves like a shut-in, treat themselves...
The rain has now grown as you guys are talking to even more intense levels, though thankfully the little area around Ash is still clear of rain thanks to him basically just catching the rain and playing with it.
Here, let's start walking towards where the others went, so that way we can start heading home, so that way we don't get too drenched. And why don't we talk about this back at the house? Ugh.
Yeah.
Where we can come up with a solution that will help Riv without really having to worry about him self-destructing. Because I can understand why having your being violated that way would make him very uncomfortable, and how the worry can be there. But maybe we just need better safeguards. We'll figure it out.
At that, Ash looks over and then kind of scampers over. Can I help?
Possibly. Let's get out of the rain first here. And Riv, would you be open to discussing extra safeguards? So that way you don't have to do this?
I just won't let it happen. I just won't let it happen. It'll be fine.
Riv. Come here. Can I hug you?
I don't mind. I don't care about the I don't care about the consent. Anyone can do what they want so long as it's shutting down Vortigern. It's better than him coming out. I just if they can do that whenever they want, it means that they can turn him on whenever they want, and I can't let that happen. I can't let that happen.
I understand. Come here. Come here. Picks up both Magna and Riv and starts walking. What we'll do is when we get home... Ugh, that sounds so dirty now. We get back to the house...
The safe house?
Whatever you... Not as safe as it is. We'll discuss ways to help protect you. Because you're not alone, okay, Riv? You got us, right?
Riv, I have told Magna this before, and I'm gonna tell you this too. You are on a team. There is no I in team. We work together. We are all here to work together to make this all happen. You're not alone.
Specter kind of comes in from between a couple of trees, like over in the distance, along with I assume Charles, and waves everyone, kind of like indicating that this is the direction for the ride.
Oh, good. This way, guys.
I want to work with you guys, but I can't risk him being pulled out like that.
We will work together.
I want to work with you, but it's not worth risking the entire world. The entire world comes first.
We got you, buddy. Just breathe.
Don't worry about it. We stopped it once before. We could stop it again, yeah?
We don't have Nemo this time.
Sure we do. I mean...
Ash kind of glances over.
Don't worry about it, Ash. But, wait, if it was... Because he used stars, right? Wouldn't that be kind of like somebody using light? What happens if we counteracted it with something of the other spectrum?
I wouldn't suggest we play those games currently.
Yeah, we can test it out later. We can test it out when it's like safe and everything, I guess. Or when we have time.
We'll put it on the giant bulletin board of we'll put it on the giant bulletin board of things we want to do that we'll obviously never get time to do because the universe keeps moving.
I was just trying to think of like a counter to that, but I guess okay.
I do want to try to help. I know a few things as he kind of just like holds up his staff and is just looking like I can help. Maybe.
Let's get back to the house first and we'll discuss options, okay?
He'll nod a little bit. And as you guys get mounted up and start on back, Ash does provide the very useful act of keeping the rain from basically drenching everybody.
Specter and I assume Charles are appreciative, but it's a bit late for them.
Yeah, you know.
This is fair. But yeah, it takes about an hour and a half to get back. But then you guys are soaring down at the edge of town.
It feels nice to be back in Askenvale, you know? Yeah.
I'm just going to try and not look at people.
Let's just get back home.
As you guys are getting dismounted and getting ready to head in, Specter, you hear a voice yell out, "Sir Specter! Such a delight to see you again."
Specter, like his face just like turns into a grimace, and he's like, "Oh gosh." Like turning his muzzle up into a smile, a very forced smile. He just turns, "Hey, Ball."
You can see Ball is being trailed by about a dozen other Digimon in armor, though he is the head of them. Much of their armor is kind of muddy and dirty. It looks like they had been fighting before.
Specter, his expression takes on a little bit more of a serious tone. What happened to you all? What? I know it's been raining, but surely your travels haven't given you this much mud.
Oh, we were out on patrol and we found a group that needed to be purged. So we took them out before they could get into town and start harming the townsfolk.
I
It was a
hope there were
deadly
no
battle,
losses.
but no, my warriors are very well trained, and we work together in order to ensure that no one was harmed. Our armor is blessed by the High King himself in order to help ward and guard us.
Yes, he seems like a nice fellow.
You have met him?
Spectre kind of like cocks his head a little over to the side, kind of
Are
like in a way that says like reluctantly.
the
Yeah.
rest of us there?
Yes,
I
everyone is
assume
there.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, just staying silent.
Yeah, they were returning to town as you guys were landing and getting off, and Ball saw Specter, and it's like, oh, my friend, hello, so delightful to see you.
Honestly, any of you can jump in at any time. Spectre would probably be thankful for it.
Sir, Specter?
Asher is just glaring at him and going, "Arf," and stalks inside.
Yeah, some forgiveness.
I'm sorry, did you say Sir Specter?
Yeah,
Indeed.
we met a little bit earlier. This is Sir Ball.
He claps one hand against his chest plate and bows.
Oh.
Do we
Well-
go back or
So what can we do for you?
Oh, we were simply returning back to town in order to rest after our patrols. And I saw you and I wish to say hello and greetings to all of you. I am Sir Ball, a delight to make your acquaintance.
It is nice to meet you too. Sorry,
We had a little bit of a rough day, and we were actually just about to head inside ourselves.
yes.
I would invite you all in to clean up, but I don't think we have nearly enough room.
no? It's a very small place.
At least for as many of us as
Giant
there.
manor you guys are in.
What's up?
Ker's remarking how we're talking about a giant manor we're in.
It's very humble,
Yes.
you know.
Spectre just doesn't want to invite him.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like, an entire patrol, so,
We have holdings at the local barracks. We will be heading back there.
Then I honestly I would suggest make haste. The rain seems like it keeps coming down harder and harder. Why, poor Brioche here practically drowned in the sky.
Haha. I have a chest over me.
I mean, if you would have taken it off your chest, you would have been able to breathe harder or easier.
He nods. Indeed, this is foul weather indeed for discussions and such. It is a delight to meet all of you, though.
Yes, have a wonderful
Arf.
afternoon.
Yeah, hail the High King and all. Yeah.
I look forward to your spectacles, Specter, in the future. And with that, he will give a little hand wave and begin leading his soldiers into the town.
Factor.
You can you can visibly see Specter just kind of go like relax a little bit after he's gone. Yes, Chase.
Spectacles.
The food art. I invited him to see it along with the with Horu, but that was mostly just so we could have a little bit of an in to get to places. But I suppose that might not be as necessary now that we have the passes.
Well, I guess it's a thing now. Let's get inside. You holding up all right, Riv?
Well, there hasn't been any sign of the thing happening again, so yeah.
Okay. I doubt we'll see more of it anytime soon, so we'll sit down and figure it out here in a bit. Do you want to talk about it tonight or in the morning? Maybe some time for you to recalibrate yourself or whatever it is you do.
I don't mind whenever we talk about it. I don't mind. It's fine. I'll just make sure it's fine.
We will make sure it's fine, right?
Right.
Magna knows, right? He knows the word we now. We taught him.
Yeah, you know, real team effort and all. Hey, Specter, how gullible is your friend?
Let's get inside before you answer that, Specter.
Trust me,
Charles.
that ain't one you want. Specter just begins heading inside.
Inside we go.
Inside we go.
Oh, I'm gonna end off that just a second. I'll end off that sentence like that ain't one you want. He will eat you alive. And then Specter walks in.
As you guys head into the village, inside, as you make your way through the gates, there's a Digimon standing there waiting for you. He's got like 7 umbrellas and he looks kind of nervous as he's waiting for you guys, and you see Gar, the little Gamamon, just kind of waiting nervously, and his face just kind of lights up when he sees you guys.
Oh gosh,
And
what
he,
now?
He rushes over with the umbrellas. Here you go. I worried that you guys might get rained on, and I didn't want that, so I wanted just to wait and say welcome back, welcome home.
Why do you look nervous?
I mean, I'm not nervous. I just he kind of just glances over towards like Magna and Asher and Specter a little, just like before glancing away. I missed you guys.
It's very sweet of you. Specter takes his umbrella and just walks past.
Insight?
I'm jumping on this. I'm jumping on. I'm helping out with this.
Specter's too tired too.
Asher will help with teamwork +2.
I get +2 because of insight.
Okay, hold on. Let me do basic math in my head. Where's my insight? Okay.
We're fine.
Did that? There it is. I'm going to soul that one. Yes. I got a 4. 4 successes.
All right, are you ready for the truth?
Yes.
It looks like he has a crush on a couple of you.
Oh no.
Jace just smiles, takes the umbrella, and goes, "Well, I appreciate it," and starts walking.
Does he happen to keep his eyes on Specter after Specter walks past him?
A little bit, yes.
Damn. Specter is not going to be he's not going to be aware of this at all. Go ahead.
Specifically,
Brian.
the one he's looking at the most though is Magna.
No,
Yep,
we're past
Jace.
50-minute mark. I fucking knew it.
What's up?
Jace is already having the I've been through this bullshit moment. If he comes to me asking for a song, we are not spending several months of him nitpicking every note I play.
No, instead you'll just lick him.
Yeah.
And then bite him.
I mean, I don't know. I got Specter right here. If I wanted to lick or bite somebody, I could just lick or bite him.
Is that like a thing now?
It's what happens when you eat poison, yeah.
That's fair.
Look,
yes,
man, Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say a joke. Go ahead.
Gar begins to follow beside Magna. So was your trip good, Magna?
Ooh, I fucking knew it. Yes.
What's up, Magna?
I fucking knew it.
Breathe.
Don't mind me. I'm just like celebrating over here because I knew something. Finally happy that it was. Magnus is like looking at Riv, Jace, everyone else is like, it was interesting. Definitely fun. Something I'd personally not want to do one more time, but fun and adventurous no matter what.
I wish I could go on adventures, but I'm just kind of a librarian. Do you have any plans tomorrow, Magna?
Like, give me 1 second on that. Magna's looking at everyone. It's like, what do I say? What do I say?
Go have fun.
I have no plans, surprisingly.
Would you maybe like to do something together then?
Sure. Sure, that'll be amazing.
Is there anything that you really like doing?
This is out of character right now. Oh, fuck.
I guess you
What's
really
wrong,
likes
Magna?
to do that.
Oh, fuck. I don't know what to say because in like Magna, it's just like I like doing medical stuff. Like I like to make sure everyone's all right and stuff. But I don't know what the I'm about to just say surprise me at this point. God. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm still kind of new, but I do like to explore a little bit, but it surprised me.
And thus the rise of Leon. And the end of the world as we know it.
We actually don't. So in character, like probably the only person who possibly knows that this is Leon is like Jace, Magna, maybe Asher, but I don't know.
No. Yeah, Jace knows. That's why he just smiled and said nope and started walking.
Yeah.
Mumbling under his breath, remind me not to play any instruments while we're here. Remind me not to play any instruments while we're here. Remind me not to play any instruments while we're here.
Gary, what do you mean by that?
It's all fine.
What do you mean by that, Gary?
It's all fine, as I say.
It's whatever you think it means, Magna. You have to follow your heart of hearts.
Don't say that to Magna.
I could get some cookies and some pastries and stuff from the bakery, and you can see like all the stars and stuff when they come out at night. And maybe tomorrow night we could sit on the roof and eat cookies and other stuff and look up at the stars.
Kerr, out of character again. How the fuck did you know that about me?
That you like cookies?
No, that like during
That
the
would
night
be
and
the
stuff.
date.
No, like I like to go outside and look up at the stars during the night. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, who doesn't?
I
Everybody loves
don't.
Gary, we need to fix that.
No,
Freaking
he's-
hell! Like, that
he's
is
lying.
just a freaking.
Brian,
Jace
do you like
knows
long
that
walks on
Charles
a
does.
beach
Oh my god.
as well?
Okay. Oh.
I literally used to drive about an hour away from my home in the middle of the night just to go out to the salt flats to look at the stars with no light pollution.
I bought a special camera for $2,000 so that way I could take pictures of space and haven't had the time to go out and do it. I love stars.
I prefer the moon. It's much more beautiful and whispers secrets at me.
He
Okay.
kind of glances down though. It's okay if you want to say no though. I mean it might not be that fun, but I thought it could be cool.
Sounds like a date.
But what? But it doesn't have to be a date. I mean, it's just two people just spending time together, right? I mean, his face is now like beet bright red as he kind of glances to the side.
Sorry, that's
Is Asher still
Something-
there?
Yes.
Great. Asher's looking between them both. Arf. And walks on.
Oh my god.
Hashtag I do.
Oh god. I have to do this.
Now, everybody take a break from the game, go outside and look at the stars.
Can I live in the city? There's too much light pollution.
Same.
Hey, you guys, I just gotta
Yeah.
say, hey, at least we've only made half the tip goals, so you guys haven't got to see the actual happy fun times yet. That's going to involve Riv and Magna.
Oh yeah, we're only $55 away from completing our
Fuck.
tip goal.
Why are y'all
No.
pointing out the not full bar to the dragon that does not like not full or does not like the not full bars?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
See, I used to been able to ignore it, but it got pointed out to me recently that it reminds somebody of a health bar, and now every time I see it, I'm like, that's half health. I'm not okay with being at half health.
Yes, it is half health.
Hey,
I'm
that
sorry.
is half health for my, continued
Ox
home and...
Fox Coon and Street Coon are calling to us.
Yum,
I'm sorry.
yum.
I'm seeing Mango's message of like I can hear the wedding bells. I'm like, what do you mean we're gonna get married? What?
Brian, I
Jason,
swear to
I didn't do
God,
that.
if you
Too
marry
late.
if you marry him before Charles marries Domino, I will be upset.
All right, goals set. So it doesn't take
Wait.
too long though for you guys to make it back to the home, and outside, Gar is just kind of looking shy as he looks at Magna. It was really nice walking you back here.
Thank you very much. I guess
can
we'll see
hear Bryan
you
blushing.
tomorrow night.
Uh huh.
I'm not blushing, Era. I'm actually not. Joke's on you.
Anyone who's looking can see that Gar's face is just like bright red, and he has it hard.
Mmm.
Myrrh?
Mer.
Arf.
He is very much puppy dog eyes at Magna. Okay, I'll try to get something really nice for you. Good night.
Good
As
night.
he's going to kind of glance around before he's shyly going to give Magna a smooch on the cheek and quickly start running.
Magna.exe has stopped working.
Oh no, Magna got a virus.
Jace leans back and goes, "He loves pecans," and then goes inside.
I'm sorry. You say like what? It's pecans.
There's 3 different pronunciations depending, like, just in the U.S. where you're at, and that is one of them.
Pecan.
Yeah, I'm from the Midwest. It's pecans.
I'm from the South. Pecan.
Pecan.
Yeah, no, I call it pecans.
Pecan is a bad popcorn.
I like to go with the voyeuristic one, pecan.
Let the war begin.
God.
According to the dictionary, it's both.
There's actually 3, because there's also second.
I'm going to go get
I have
another
a
soda.
question. I have a question here.
Yes.
All right.
Riv, where are you
Yes.
going once you get back to the manor?
I mean, does he have, like, his own room?
Yes, all of you have your own room.
All right. Well, he's not going to bother going to it anyway. Does this place have a library? I know that has a study, but does it have, like, a little...
Yes, it does have a library.
All right. He is going there, and he is staying there for the entire night, and he's not sleeping.
Okay.
Hang on.
So I'll just go ahead and, like, preemptively add on those 3 exhaustion.
It would be 2 exhaustion.
2.
I was... When I messaged you back on Discord, I was just waking up, and yeah, it's
okay.
only 2.
All right, in that case, he will add back those 2 exhaustion.
All right, so what does everyone else do for the night to settle down?
Well, Asher is inside the house waiting for Magna to come in, and then he is going to corner Magna.
Okay, go for it as Magna walks in after getting smooched.
He is charging up to Magna.
Alright, I'm back.
Gonna go woof up to him.
Glaring at him.
What are we all glaring at, and what was Riv doing?
Riv is going to the library for the entire night.
Okay. And what are you glaring at, Sim?
Magna.
Oh.
Are you trying to start the war with DX all over again?
Alright. What just happened? I think I'm losing it. Let's go.
I asked, are you trying to start the war with the X all over again?
No, I don't want to start the war because we both... I don't even know if you... I actually lost people I cared about in this war, in that war. I don't want to start it. I don't know. What do you think you pieced together?
Who do you think that is?
I want to hear what you think because I'm pretty sure I already know who it is.
Leon. You know,
Hey,
the one
silly.
that I cleansed you of the communication with, and then you're like, hey, I want to talk to you again anyways.
Okay. I talked this over with Riv and Asher. We don't know if this is a closed loop or an open loop.
You talked this over
AKA
with me? You did not talk this over with me at all.
Sorry, I meant Specter. My brain's a little messy-wessy because of what happened, okay? I don't know.
I've noticed. You're literally
Okay.
gonna bring the end of everything again.
This was the plan, wasn't it, Kerr? God fucking. Okay, so
I don't know who this Kerr is that you're talking about,
I'm sorry.
but
That
I
was
am
meant out of.
talking to you.
I'm sorry. That was meant out of character. Okay. So as I was talking with Specter and Riv, we don't know if when we got technically sentenced past, we don't know if this is a closed loop or open loop. AK, we don't know if us affecting the past actually does anything. But as far as I know,
So, as far as you know, it doesn't matter because you're horny and want to get your knocks off.
No, absolutely not. I don't know how the heck you got that. But no, all we know is that we don't know for sure if anything we do is actually affecting the past. I mean, technically, we could have been sent into the past, into our technical past bodies in Nemo's memories.
What
And all we're
does this have to do with you trying to get with Leon?
I didn't do anything. He came up to me. I did nothing with him.
You're the one that called it a date.
It was a slip of the tongue. I don't know why I said it.
You seem to have a lot of slips of the tongue. And they most often get us into trouble. I think I broke Bryan.
The first thing I did was make sure with everyone if it was okay. The second thing, we don't even know for sure if what I'm going to do is the starting point.
You did not ask me if you could go and get with Leon. Am I not part of everyone?
Great, cut over to the library.
You are peeking your mic.
You're straight up peeking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you are.
He said yes. 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 I gotta get I gotta get some blankets and some really soft pillows and what kind of food will he like? I gotta figure out what I'm gonna get him. So this guy was something good. Does he like books? Maybe I can give him some books as a gift. What books is he? Shoot, I should have asked. Oh, but we can ask later. Wait, do you think he'll want to get a second date? Maybe. I'm gonna make it the happiest I can possibly. Oh, I can't wait! I'm gonna make him smile so much. As he goes scampering off. Cut back to Magna as he's getting grilled.
And I can't help falling in love with. Oh gods.
What?
When did you talk to me about you wanting to go and engage in the birds and the bees with Leon?
Specter, he kind of like is going by, is like, who told you about the birds and the bees? Never mind. And he just keeps walking. He doesn't even want to be a part of this conversation.
Okay, first off.
It was Game Master's fault.
Okay, first off, what kind of games have you been playing? Second off, I'm
Jace
not
like
going to be
Game Master,
doing
dude.
anything like that. And third off, why can't I just have a chance to do something that I can just not stress about everything? I'm sorry, I'm trying to work with everyone. I wanted to make sure everything was fine. I looked around, nobody said anything, and I'm pretty sure I got confirmation from Brioche that I could do this. What else do you want me to do?
That was not
cause the
talking.
end of the world?
Thank you, Specter.
Says the voice down the hall.
Exactly.
Been through this once, not dealing with it a second time.
Yes, we know you can see into the past lives, Jace.
Just one, I was your best man. The wedding was awkward. I made fun of Leon a lot.
Asher is putting a paw on the top of Magna's snout and pulling his gaze towards to Asher. I'm the one talking to you right here, so you better pay attention. You had better make him the happiest you possibly can, and do not cause the end of the world again. Got it?
Magna's just like, what the fuck just happened? Why did we just take a turn? What the fuck? Oh my god. And he's going like, how do we know just us finishing this doesn't cause it to happen?
We don't. But all I know is that most likely, if you break up with him now, that's probably going to send him down a spiral to him ending the world. So maybe you can make him super happy instead and keep him from doing that. In other words, take him to bed a lot and keep him distracted.
Okay, first off.
Also, do you understand protection?
Jace did a good job with this one.
Asher. So first off, that doesn't happen until we hit like 3rd or 4th base. We haven't even hit first
Why
base.
are we playing? Why are we playing baseball now?
This is basis of relationship.
Just watches Leon scores a home run.
Oh god.
Of course he will.
So, oh god.
I'm just thinking
I
of that
actually
one.
don't know anything about relationships. Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
If I may interject.
The funny part to me is that now I'm just thinking about, like, you know, that one Wii bowling meme, you know, the one.
So Magna, when the egg's coming?
I don't think any of us are egg shaped. I don't. Okay, Riv. Fuck. No, fuck.
Riv isn't even there.
He is
I
putting
know.
both of his paws on each side of your head now and pulling your nose so it's touching his. I'm not Riv. You are talking to me. So get that in there.
Okay, Asher. So first off.
Very good. Now, you didn't answer my question about protection.
I know about protection, okay?
Do
And then
you?
second, yes, I do.
Because you should probably use some for your tongue.
Okay. My apologies for that. My brain's fried. Okay. So first off, I kind of read a couple romance books. That's all I know about dating. Oh god, I'm breaking Azure. Oh god.
Oh,
I think it's more me breaking Azure.
I'm saying
Azure.
Azure.
I can't wait. I can't wait for you to see after this scene what I have planned, because we're gonna go the opposite direction.
Oh no!
I can't wait for Rex to get to this scene.
Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm already hearing all the voice clips going off in tabletop spoilers. Just a line of I'm gonna estimate 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying
Yeah,
like
you know.
6.
No, 6 will only happen if you actually manage to hit a home run.
Who knows what's about to happen?
I mean, you might want to talk to Jace about protection. He actually might have some.
Hi Rex, by the way, good to see you. Hope you're enjoying.
Love you,
Charles
Rex.
is always open to give advice, you know.
I mean, Charles is always open.
Yeah.
This
So, Dasher, as far as I know, the whole thing dealing with protection and everything like that, that's later on in the relationship. There's no way that date one that's going to happen unless for some god awful reason something strikes me from the air and makes it happen.
Like
And I
I
swear to God,
said, you better make it happen.
what the fuck?
Your job is to keep him busy. Forever.
I'm sorry, I just looked at Ryujin's comment.
Keep focused. Let's get through this scene eventually.
May darkness prevail.
Eventually.
I'm gonna keep him distracted. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cause anything bad. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Oh god, why am I going to immediately... Why do I feel like I'm going to die from this? Okay.
Hey, I just realized. Oh wait, never mind. It wouldn't work. I was gonna say we might have had the perfect potential for Magna's paralogue.
No, we
Jake
can make
with
it.
Riv, go.
We can make it a we can make it a paralogue for him.
I don't know if it would actually work or not because I'll be going out of town. So
Oh,
I can
right.
we'll probably just have it happen next Friday. His sweet little date.
And I want to say, Magna should get an egg shaper so that they can have something good happen out about this history lesson.
Good god, I'm gonna be like...
Daddy, why do you have to leave and go back through that big shiny portal?
You're
Don't
going
you
to
love
break
me?
You're going to break my fucking heart if this happens.
Alright.
Go ahead, continue. Sorry.
Asher is going to push Magna to turn him around and bite on his neck and drag him off to where Jace is.
Wait, I wanted to check on Riv. Ah!
Jace is just upstairs in the room. Looks up and be like, oh goodness, what do you do now?
Well, he needs to go. He's going on a date with Leon, so we're giving him. We're doing some training.
Huh? What kind of training?
Practice dates.
Oh, okay. I'm concerned where this is going.
Magna's just like waving a hand like in front of his neck, hoping Asher doesn't see. Just like, kill me, don't make me do this, kill me.
Okay, so Magna, you are gonna be yourself. Jace, you're gonna be Leon, and yes, yeah, that's what we're gonna do here. So you're gonna be. We're gonna do some practice dates.
New canvas, by the way.
I see that.
Oh
No.
Okay, so time out. It's not how dates work.
I'm a dating expert.
Literally only been doing like tabletop RPG games and whatever games he plays on the dock.
Okay. If he needs dating advice, here's what you do. Magna, you just be you, because he's going to just fall in love with you because he likes your idiot head a lot. And I mean a lot. Also, here, let me grab some condoms for you.
Can I just make sure that you're wanting me not to be chaotic? I just want to hear that real quickly.
I'm wanting you
trust
to
me.
do whatever you need to do to make it to keep him busy. The more you keep him busy, the less time he has to be plotting the end of the world.
You do realize this is like several lives away, right, Asher?
He looks over at Jace, then looks at Magna, then back at Jace. I know, but I don't care. Maybe a lesson will sink in.
Let's let Magna go.
Well, yes, he's gonna go on his date, and he's gonna keep Leon busy.
Here, Magna. Jace goes into his stuff, walks up to Magna, puts 2 condoms in his hands. He goes, I hope those aren't too big for you, but there you go. Pats you on the back. Good luck. This is really awkward. Asher, I think it's time we go to bed.
Catch y'all later?
Sorry, I don't have smaller condoms. Oh, right.
I guess we're earning that 18 plus.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, just make sure it's not white chocolate. He doesn't like that. Just a heads up.
And don't forget the pecans.
Yep. He loves those things.
I feel like this is cheating.
What, do you want me to tell you his ticklish spots?
Oh, yes, that would work.
Let me find that out on my
Jace
own.
knows his ticklish spots.
Let me find that out on my own, please. This is... Jesus Christ, this is my first date. What the hell?
Oh, you poor thing. Pat, 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 pat.
First date, huh? Okay. Got it.
I swear to God.
It's funny that Asher has had a date before you have.
Well, I'm
was
sorry.
cute,
The
too.
person I kind of wanted to date got taken by the ex. I'm sorry.
In the future, shit, Magna's starting to fall in love with him. You execute him.
Execute.
Do not let my Magna get with any hussy like that.
Execute Order 69.
What the fuck?
Yes, Leon's going to
The only-
send agents back into the past to kill his past self so that way he can have you in the future again.
Oh my God. I don't know. Time tampering doesn't work like that. Oh my God, my mind.
I mean, technically, if it did happen, that means it always happened, and he's only finding out that he murdered himself now.
So if I go in the past and kill you, does that mean the future you doesn't realize until when I get back?
No, what I'm saying is that in a world where all Digimon reincarnate infinitely, you could technically go back and kill yourself and nothing would change.
Yep.
Other than knowledge of you being like, oh fuck, I just went back in time and killed myself.
Yes.
Damn, I was an idiot.
Oh, I hated that random guy that killed me for so long. But it was me all along. Wow, I'm an asshole.
So
anyways,
who's ready for a little scene change?
Yes.
For the record, Asher is going to be following Magna and going stealth mode on watching how the date goes.
Can we just get that stealth rolled right now, please?
No, let's scene change for now.
We're scene changing now.
Okay, I'm gonna mute
So now we're going to go from sweet, joyful, adorable times to hey Riv,
Yes.
how are you doing right now?
He has a book. He doesn't know what it's about, and he's not actually even reading it. He's just occasionally turning some pages.
Mm-hmm.
And he is just there, and basically all the rest of his focus is going into scanning his data at every single moment. He's still on like that 5-second delay, so he can like scan every bit of data like as it affects him.
And Riv, you hear footsteps from behind you.
All right.
Clonk, clonk, clonk. 5 minutes start now, or 5 seconds start now.
I mean, that's if he's going to do anything. He's not actually going to do anything about it.
I apologize for what I caused to you.
All right, now Riv is going to turn around and see who the hell is talking to him.
You will see the High King standing before you.
No, I needed to know. Now I can take it into account, and now I can make sure that he can't ever get free because of it, and I'll just stay like this, and it'll be fine.
Bryan Wolf tipped
If you can do it, that means it can be learned, which means it can be spread around, and others could learn how to do it, and I'm not risking it.
There is no risk.
Bryan, thank you so very much for that tip and for supporting the channel.
The bar is more full.
Now we're only at 75% health. As the High King will walk over and simply sit down in one of the empty chairs looking at you, Riv.
All right. From his perspective, he's literally going to see where Riv looking at where he was like 5 seconds ago. Until eventually it catches up.
Mm-hmm. We do not wish to cause this level of discomfort and pain. We simply wish to help you with Vortigern.
I don't mind the help with Vortigern. I want him to not come out. But if someone can affect me and Vortigern in this way and keep him down, it's possible to bring him out, even if no one is currently going or willing to do it. I can't risk it because it means it's possible. So I have to watch out for it, and I can't let it happen. Because if someone figures out how to do it, then they can pull him out of me, and then everyone will have to deal with the fact that Vortigern is there, and then it means that they could do it life after life. So I need to be vigilant about it, and I can't. If it starts happening, I'll just blow myself up and implode, and it'll protect everyone, and it'll be fine.
It will not protect you.
It won't, but I'll come back even if every bit of me is gone, and I'm not worth the world. I can't put the world in danger just to be selfish.
You are worth the world. And you are not holding yourself to be how strong you can be.
I might be able to take back control again like I did the last time, but it happened without me even noticing. And so if he gets pulled out without me being able to notice in time, when he comes out, I just go to sleep instantly and I have to be woken up. So someone else would then have to do something, and, well, Vortigern already knows what my team can do, kind of, at least part of it, and so it's... I can't risk the world just to keep myself alive. I'll come back. The world won't if Vortigern gets loose and no one manages to stop him.
He will reach out and gently take one of Riv's little wings if Riv will let him.
Alright, again, there's like a 5-second delay, but he's not gonna, like, pull away.
You are worth more than this fallen, broken world. You are wonderful and beautiful and a beautiful star in this mire of corruption.
Well, if you think the world is so broken and worthless, then help them. Help fix it. Then it'll actually be better.
I am.
Then you just admitted that it can be improved and made better. And so no, I can't I'm not worth the future of the world. And all these people that live in it, all these Digimon, I'm not worth all of them and all of their future lives, and I can't risk it. It's
You are to me.
that's nice of you to say, but I don't care how much I'm worth to other people. I'm not going to let the world end. I'm not going to put
Then
it at
don't let
risk.
it end. Trust in your friends, these people that you have around you.
They're nice and I like them a lot and I trust that they'll try to help. But the thing, Vortigern is he was made to be inevitable. He learns and memorizes, and it may not be soon, it may not be in 1,000 or 10,000 or longer, but eventually he'll manage it. And every time that I can delay him coming out, I permanently weaken all future versions of him, because if I delay him coming out by sacrificing myself, then he doesn't get to come out, he doesn't get to learn, and I delay the doomsday clock a little bit longer. And in the meantime, everyone in the world gets to live, and they get to live their lives. And sure, some people will be sad that I'm gone, but it's better that they get to live than risk the world coming to an end faster.
Everything ends, Riv. Everything. Every Digimon, every world, every universe, everything ends. It's not good or beautiful because it remains forever. But what time it has, that is what gives it its beauty. Maybe one day this world will end. Perhaps by you, perhaps Bargus, perhaps Sonoros, or perhaps the fourth will rise. Or perhaps something else will happen. Perhaps the Digimon will wipe themselves out, as they've tried so often to do. But just because it may happen doesn't mean it will happen.
I I know that it'll all end eventually and that everyone dies. And I know that. That's not the point is that I it would ruin the lives that they do have if they had to deal with Vortigern, and every time that he comes out he gets stronger. And it I know I can't save everyone. I know I can't save everything. But what I can do is I can help. And while I'm alive, I'll help people learn, I'll help spread knowledge, and I'll help make the world better. And if the best thing that I can do to help is make sure that Vortigern doesn't get out, then that's what I'll do.
You always are so dramatic. I think you're missing something, though, Riv. Why don't you find a way to stop Vortigern?
I know how I'm going to stop Vortigern. It's I I need to help fix the world and I need to help make it better. So that way the world stops making him. If I can make the world no longer want to die, if I can help what makes up the core, then they'll stop making Vortigern and the world will be fixed and I'll have helped as many people as I possibly can. But I I want to do that. I want to be the one to do that. But even if I can't, I know that the next me will try, and the next, and the next, and even if it's a million lives down the line, I won't give up on it. And that's why I won't give up either. I can't. I won't give up on the world, and I won't give up on helping people in it. I I don't want I don't want to leave. I want to be the one to fix it, but I can't risk the world ending just because I want to be selfish and be the one to fix things.
Why do you care so much about these people? You've seen this village. You've seen what they've done, and it's even worse in other places. Hell, this world was hell for almost 1,000 years before now. For hundreds of years, it was just madness and suffering.
It may
Why
have
would
been
you
that
want?
then, and it's not that now. It's gotten better. And in the future, it'll continue to get better. And just because things aren't good now and they haven't been in the past, that's no reason to give up on the future.
You've seen the sin, though, that they did. The murder on their hands.
I mean, I did. I haven't been able to find sources to corroborate it, so I'm not fully trusting of it yet because I want to have more sources for it if I can manage it. But I I know what it is that they might have done, and I know it's bad. But just because some people did bad things in the past, it doesn't mean that I should give up on the world. Most Digimon don't even remember things through incarnations, and, well, if you don't have the same memories, then you're a new person, and you shouldn't be punished for something that you never did.
Slowly, the figure is going to reach up and unclip the veil from their crown and slowly move it to the side. And they will just set the staff down beside them. And you can see what looks to be a older Labradomon's face looking at you. I don't know how you do it. how you can care about them so much when they keep making the same mistakes over and over again, no matter how much you try and teach them and show them a different way. You try to give them something better, and they just spit in your face and destroy it because they think it would be fun or that they would enjoy it. I don't understand how you can do it, why you would do it, when they so clearly show themselves to just want to devastate everything.
Well, should I give up on everything just because it's hard?
Does not 1,000 years provide enough empirical data?
It provides a lot of data on how things are right now, but it also means that over 1,000 years you can track a lot of change, even if it's in very minor ways. And as long as there's some amount of change, it means they can grow. It means they can be better, and it means things can be fixed and improved. Until something is completely static, where there is no room for improvement or growth, and there's no room for any sort of improvement, no matter how incremental, then I'm going to keep trying.
This world won't forgive them for what they did.
The world doesn't have to forgive them. The world can still make things like the X and be angry and try and take revenge. And it can keep trying all this stuff, but I'm going to keep trying to help it anyway. And I don't care. I'm not going to say I don't care if it's me. I want it to be me, but I'll still be happy if it's. I've died a lot, but I don't care if I have to die a million more times in order to help fix things.
You truly believe that?
I'm not going to give up on the world. It it can grow, it can improve, and people they may be mean, they may be nasty, they may spit in the face of progress, but so long as I can help them and I can help change things bit by bit, then if I give up, then that means that everything that I've ever done, that past me's have ever done, that anyone has ever done is worthless, and I won't devalue people just because I get upset or sad that things happen. I can't devalue them and their efforts, and even if it's not in the way that I would like, the fact that they still tried.
And what if it's not you that has to pay that sacrifice to save this world?
Well, even if I don't have to be the one to pay, I won't force someone if they don't want to. But that doesn't mean that I still can't help them. I'll try to find a way to make sure that I'm the one that pays the price in case there needs to be one, but if I can't, then it's still their decision, but I'm going to try and help anyways.
There are only two now that can make that choice. The strange little one that you have, Asher, and the other one, Ash. But it will cost their existence to do so.
Well, I can think of ways around that.
There is no way around it, Riv.
Then we just don't know how to do it yet. I'll figure it out. I mean, first off, the first thing I can think of is learning how to make a full data copy of someone. Vortigern might be able to help with that. And copy them down to the last bit of data, and then remake them using the data that's around, and even if the core is different and they don't have the spark and the connection to the core, it could still be them. They just won't have the same powers, but there's... I don't
You
see a
won't
reason why
remember
that
them,
could
Riv.
work.
You won't remember them. The entire land will be reformatted. Every Digimon will be reborn. You won't remember they ever existed. They will be erased for this. Wiped from everything.
Then I'll learn how to protect my data so well that I can go out into the data killer while the reformat is about to happen with their data copy and protect it and keep it there for the reformatting and then bring it back so that way I don't lose my memories.
He just kind of shakes his head a little bit. Such naivety is refreshing and sweet.
It's not naivety. I know that it's going to be hard and that it'll be painful and that it might not even work and I'll have to learn so many things and make so many tests. It's not naivety, it's hope. I still have hope that there'll be a way and that we can find it. If something's impossible, then it just means we haven't figured out how to do it yet.
I forgot what hope looks like.
Well, then I guess now would be a good time to remember.
When you are just disappointed over and over again, and your heart and soul is shattered, what use is hope? When it will only cause you pain and misery.
Do you know what's happened to me before?
They nod.
Then you should know what they've done to me. And A part of me really hates them for having done that, but I can just hate the versions of them that did that. And I can teach and help the newer versions that haven't done that. They can be mean and nasty, and it breaks my heart when they do it, but I can always help the next one. And I'm going to keep helping the next one. Because I know that between incarnations, it may be big and it may be small, but they do change. Their personalities change. They have slightly different priorities. And they start learning anew. And that means that even if it takes a while, and even if I hate it, I can still help them. And you're the High King. You could always... You could help them and teach them far more than I can right now. And even though it might be awful and it might cause problems, why don't you change things?
Can you make a persuasion roll, please?
Oh shit, he doesn't really have this, but okay.
I will give you a +3 on this.
All
Do
right,
your
fair.
logic thing.
Yes.
Also, I just want to say we are $30 off from the donation goal, everyone. And
Tip goal.
oh boy, tip goal. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm tired, but oh
Since
my god.
there is a slight interruption here, have some fan art.
Ooh, fan art?
Oh God, what is it?
Oh.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So how long is Asher gonna keep watching? Like when they go back to to Gar's place, or I mean,
He's gonna his plan. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna watch, and anytime that Magna does something wrong, which will be constant, he's just going to he's gonna write down a note and throw it at Magna, and then duck below the chairs. And the
Asher's
note
gonna
will...
just yell out, "Don't mess up!"
Wait, is your entire logic essentially just like hoping Magna grabs the note before Gar notices?
Yes.
Cool, I
Look
can
at
fuck
the
it up even more.
babies.
Let's go.
I mean, if that doesn't work, then he's just going to yell at Magna.
I'm gonna soul one of them just straight off. Alright, I guess the remaining will is getting used.
I was about to say, don't we still have a party reroll floating about?
Oh no.
Yes, you do.
And I put it away for a new canvas.
I'm gonna quickly use that soul to roll an extra... I kind of want better than a 3. Do you mind if I use a party?
Go ahead.
Go for it. It's
yeah,
almost
go
1 a.m.
on.
Go ahead, there's nothing I can do.
I am the best wingman.
I love it when the artists work off of each other like this.
Alright, fine. I guess I wanted to save it for a follow-up, but I guess I do technically have 2 that I can use.
Why?
Well, you got one of them down at least.
Because last night you
Alright,
rolled
so
up
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Do we have another?
Unfortunately, we do not have another reroll.
God.
Come on, chat.
Damn it.
Come on, chat. Let's go, chat.
Vaporize my
Let's
dice.
go, chat.
Or something.
I was allowed to
Don't
play
you
a
want to
card
see your
for a game I
phase
didn't.
lose?
Why are there so many ones? Come on.
If only I could play a card, but I mean it's unfair.
I had a
Yeah, players
spare-
can't play cards.
Players
But here
can't
comes
play
a
Ito
card.
has played a reroll.
All right,
He may use it.
here we go. This is important. I role played for this.
Ito's shouting, wait.
That was to get the card to you.
Oh, okay.
The reroll.
Unless
Okay.
he's going to play a different card as well.
You want to use that
I mean, to reduce
soul dice
difficulty.
on the...
Yeah, I do have one soul dice I could use on that. Man, a reduced difficulty.
If you
fucking dog.
reduce difficulty, and that's going to be a one heck of a good roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I agree.
It's
That would be 8 successes.
Yeah, if it. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna use that spare one soul boost that I've just.
Hold on. Decrease difficulty.
There you go.
All right. I'm gonna use that one thing. I've had this one extra soul boost that I've fucking pocketed forever. This is the time.
Apparently it is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh god! Oh god! Riv, I knew like what your sheet was. It's like even with the bonus, I don't think he'll be able to do like the higher ones. But oh
Kerr?
god! Hmm.
How many times do we need you to teach you this lesson, old man? Did you forget Nevis so soon?
Also,
when
to
he
be fair,
literally
I did
killed the
reroll so
unconquered
many times.
sun?
It's nothing broken or anything. It's just a matter of like I had different things set out, and also the tip goal would be really cool if it was complete, but it's perfectly fine if it's not. But oh my god, Riv, you did fucking amazing. Good job.
To be fair, I just roleplayed for the past 45 minutes to get this.
How much is left in the
God.
total?
30.
Split it.
So
Split it. 15-15.
I already clicked the button, dude.
Damn. Oh no, I just said 15 more. Oh no.
Oh man, oh no,
Oh,
that's
no,
more
what a
money
shame.
for Zim.
Drunk_dragon_irritate
I could get
$30
groceries.
fine.
Hugs the legendary Zim. You deserve the food.
Era and Bryan, thank you both so much for those tips. That is the tip goal fully completed.
A generous bestowal.
So Riv, your
Bryan
words
thought
seem to
$15.
strike a chord with
Here we
him
go.
for a moment. As he just kind of stares at you for a few moments. And you can see tears begin to fall from his eyes. And he just looks at you for a few moments. And God, with that well of a roll of fuck, yeah. You feel something clamp down in your head, Riv. Like you realize that you're not going to be able to talk about this moment to anybody else without like permission.
Are you sure that you wish to put it this way?
That's fair.
Please
Riv,
think about this, Kerr.
That's
Kerr.
true. That's true.
Please.
That's true.
Don't make him
You're
shut
right,
down
you're right.
again. Don't make him
Something-
shut down.
something-
No, you
something,
think he's
Kerr?
just going to shut down?
Consent.
Riv, you hear a knock on your door.
Alright, it's going to be the most tentative of basically who's there, effectively.
You see it is him asking for permission.
First he's gonna ask, like, what he's going to do.
Just ensure that he cannot speak of what he is about to see to anyone without his permission for security.
All right, in that case, Rib is going to mentally try and like section off where Vortigern is, and if it even so much as approaches that, he is going critical.
Yes, it is not going anywhere near that. It is specifically the memory of like right here, right now of what is about to happen.
All right, because oh boy. If it doesn't go near where Vortigern is, like, in the mind, he's not going to go critical, but he is watching so fucking closely.
Yeah, no, it's not anything dangerous or anything. Like you know how to do this yourself.
Yeah. No, but that's just why he's watching so closely.
And once he is done, he is going to withdraw. And Riv, you will see this form begin to sort of dissolve a little bit. And you will see standing before you holding his little staff and wearing his little hat and coat and crying as he slowly, tentatively steps forward and tries to give you a very tight hug.
It's gonna be awkward when it's like 5 seconds delayed because he isn't getting rid of that, but he will hug back when he catches up to current time.
And then he's slowly going to reach up to his staff, and a glowing ball of like pure sapphire seems to coalesce out of it, and he takes a hold of it and gently just holds it and offers it out to you, Riv.
He's going to be very careful about this, and it's basically going to repeat the thing where, like, you know, he data vaults himself as he reaches out to touch it. Like, basically the same thing as, like, you know, he did when he was getting that one, like, memory shard from before the data cache. He is going to repeat that process. Except probably a little bit more extreme, but that is what he's doing. Effectively.
It doesn't look like it is affecting you at all. It feels just very warm to your touch.
After probably like 15 seconds of delay. But yeah, go ahead.
A gift for when things are most hopeless for you. To give you one little last light of hope. And he's going to slowly walk over and give you another hug. I don't know how you do it, but I think you're the most amazing person I've ever met.
Well, even if you don't think that you can do it right now, I believe that you can figure out how to do it.
He'll just give a small chuckle. We'll see. As he will reach up as though grabbing hold of something, and he will pull a black veil over his face again. I suppose I've taken up enough of your time, but he will flick his hand as a little badge will appear, and he will hold it out to you, Riv. A protection spell to ensure that no one can get into your mind to access Vortigern.
That's well, I'm gonna have to study it to actually, you know, make sure what it does and learn how to do it myself. But thanks.
He'll nod. sleep well. And please, try to get some rest. You deserve it. And with that, he'll flick a hand up as a swirling mirror of water will form, and he will step through and vanish.
Rib is totally not sleeping, by the way.
I know.
He is totally not sleeping.
But yes.
Oh yeah, he does
have-
actually go up to 4 exhaustion, so he now has a -1.
But you do get 2 little gifts.
Yep.
One of immediate value and one of possible future value.
Both are being put into his bag for now. Actually, you know what? He's probably actually going to keep out the spell thing so he can start studying it.
That orb, just as a little hint to you, Riv, might be something very nice for Jace in the future.
Neat. He's still just going to keep it in his bag for now.
Oh, I know. But yes, we have 4 minutes left, so I think this might be a decent spot to call it. And next week we get to have Magna's date, and you guys and Specter gets to do his festival too. That's going to be coming up in the next couple of days.
Hooray!
The only downside is that we didn't actually get to figure out what the tip goal meant.
You'll see. There are long-term things that have been set in motion due to Riv.
Oh.
Oh boy. Chaos.
There are very long-term things that have been set in motion that will cause changes to the story because of Riv.
Oh yeah.
And that tip goal is going to be one of them that I think Jace is going to very much like.
Meanwhile, look at that.
Oh,
Asher
look at
has
the
a
boy.
true toy.
Look at the baby.
Look at the boy.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Jace is gonna tease Asher about that later, by the way.
Wolf.
Arf.
Oh.
He's gonna wait until Asher comes back from whatever he's doing, comes back in the room to go to bed, and just gonna look up from whatever he's doing, and just go, Arf.
And then Asher will leave the room, go find Specter, and bite him again.
You started this.
Look, I got a
You will
bite
pay the
Specter
cost.
butt.
Charles is gonna need some alone time with his treasure.
Yes, we know
Yeah,
you want to spend time with Domino. Your
You
greatest
guys are
treasure.
basically functionally rich at the moment. So there's things that you want to buy. You basically have the funds currently to function.
Up to what tier are we allowed?
Basically talk to me and I will give you the yes or no. But anything within reason, you can probably afford very easily.
Glock.
Glock.
That
They don't
doesn't
exist
surprise
here.
Damn it.
So why do you want guacamole?
Oh, right. We're gonna need to come up with rules for firearms.
Well, I mean, it was going to be a part of the weapon rules where basically like you could.
Yeah, we got a base.
Yeah,
or-
me
yeah,
and Era already made a base for that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Basically, like if it's a ranged weapon, it'll have an ammunition and reload speed thing. So, like once you use up ammunition according to its ammunition value, then you have to reload, which takes a number of actions in accordance with the reload rating it has.
We have a giant list of things.
Yes.
So many things.
Hey Zim.
Yes?
Tomorrow I can take you over to the store for the shopping and the water.
I was gonna ask you about a different thing, but I'll message you in a bit.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you everybody for joining us today for Data Resistance Squad Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that allows this channel to keep on doing and keep on happening, and these streams to keep being brought to you all. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/ZGFgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by grabbing some merch over at zgfgaming.store or by subscribing to our YouTube. And of course, don't forget to bring your friends around. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Salutations.
Oh no, I'm about to